She's less attractive after 5.
Why?
6.
Just because her belly's big?
Yes.
Oh,
Is that not true?
So you're telling me if I came 6 months for the podcast and my belly was big, you'd be like, oh my God, Zoe, you're not that attractive anymore?
You're glowing.
Shut up.
You're glowing.
Shut up.
oh.
But yeah, I mean, what a do.
All right, Zoe. We're on record now, so let's
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
put the pre-pod down.
Nothing's
Start
wrong.
the regular pod.
Nothing was wrong with what I said.
No, we're not.
Just having a little fun.
To each his own.
Yeah.
A little razzle dazzle.
I lost my voice a little bit, guys, so I might be coughing a little bit.
That's fine.
Do you care
Don't
if a
move away
guy's
from
watch
me.
is cheap?
Do I care if his watch is cheap? What do you mean cheap?
Like $10.
Yes, I do.
Why? What if it looks decent?
No watch that's $10 is gonna look decent. I'm not gonna lie.
I
to you.
beg to differ.
$10?
I bet I could find one in Kensington.
That looks
I was
sick
in
for $10.
I was in
Maybe not
Canadian.
sick,
I was
but
in
works.
Canadian Tire and they had some watches for $10, and I was like, "Yo, this looks decent."
And they
Yeah?
look nice?
Yeah, it looked decent. It looked like a decent watch.
That's dope. This one's 50. It's
They'll
not
probably
bad.
break very easily, but it looks decent. I mean, buy 2 of those a month.
No.
An
see,
Aldo
this is-
watch for $30. You can,
And
you
that's
can't
why I
go
don't
on.
shop on Shein. Because to me,
Yeah.
you reach a certain age where it's like, you might as well spend money on a very curated quality closet than spend less money on a very like wide, poor quality closet.
But once again, we've talked about the difference. Like, you guys can do that. We can't do that. Like, for me to buy a quality watch, it's going to be very expensive.
Not really. Not really. You can get, what is that other brand? Oh my God, what's that brand? Movado's not that expensive. What is that, like $8?
Movado?
It's not bad. 8 bills? Nah, I ain't doing that.
I don't think it's...
But think about it though. Oh, think of it as an investment, right? You could always resell that watch, no problem.
Who's buying a secondhand?
Secondhand Movado.
People
What?
buy secondhand anything.
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace that bitch, and you're good.
A secondhand Movado?
People will buy secondhand anything.
I don't
That's
know,
what a
man.
secondhand Movado runs?
Movado's
8
not
bills?
a regular Movado will probably run you around $8.
Oh, so it's like about 400 on the resale.
But
I'm not
nothing's
paying
bad.
400 for a
Movado's not a bad
secondhand
watch, I don't
Movado.
think.
I'm not
And
as
that's
well
on
versed in
obviously on the
watches.
cheap, like air
Yeah.
quotations, cheaper end of watches.
Go Amazon Prime Day and go crazy.
Word.
Watch shaming in the first 2 minutes is wild. too.
Hold on, let me just go on the
But-
Movado website and
Okay.
see, because I'm just trying to see. Yeah, Movado.
850.
Yeah, okay.
1,800. I could get a used Rolly for 1,800.
No,
Why would I buy
you can't.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you
For
can.
real.
Yeah,
You
you can.
probably
Yeah, you
can.
can.
$1,800. You're not getting no used
you
Rolex.
won't.
One that
bro.
has like a different bezel,
Yeah, you can.
and has been messed up and
Nah,
like,
yo.
you probably could.
No,
It's
You can
gonna
find it.
It's gonna look like it's been through some things, but
You could get a
it.
legit Rolex that hasn't been modified for less than 2,000.
I don't
like
think
a
Because
so.
they
used-
start at 5 in the store, right?
No, they start. Girl, what?
I thought the cheapest one is like 5.
I think she was one maybe like 8 or 9.
Nah.
I
Brand
don't.
new?
Well, maybe brand new.
That's not presidential. What about if you get the mayor? You know what I mean? It's
Like a
Might
date
be.
versus no. Anyways, guys, welcome to episode 37 of the
We
Relentless.
are on our world peace episode.
oh
Yeah,
man,
we're
we're
on
on
our-
Meta World Peace.
We're about to get to like them ugly numbers.
Yeah, it's about to be
Yeah.
rough for the next
It's gonna be random people like Hashim Thabit, people like that.
We have Dirk coming up, and the rest is shaky. You know,
People with just like a grungy game.
Theo Pinson,
Theo.
people like that.
Shout out to the Run Your Race pod.
Wayne Ellington.
we got Dirk and Pascal to look forward to, and that's it.
Oh, I forgot. What's Pascal 43?
43.
We got to start doing some WNBA numbers too now.
That would
Shit.
actually be really
Yeah.
interesting.
What number is Brittany Griner?
Oh,
I don't even know. I don't know.
5 to 7 years.
Hey, hey, come on. That's not
Intro.
nice.
Intro.
Anyways, welcome to episode 37 of the Relentless Diaries podcast. I'm your main
You're
host, Zoe.
insane,
I'm Tresor.
bro. I'm Clyde.
Mucho.
And we have, I mean, like I said, I sort of lost my voice, so.
From
I wa-
what?
No, I'm kidding. I don't know why I tried to make that a dirty joke.
That's kinda crazy.
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know because I wasn't screaming I wasn't at a concert or anything crazy. Why'd you look at me like that?
That's that flu.
You
No,
think
not
it's
the
the
flu.
flu?
Not the flu. That's the seasons changing.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
I like how we like. There's no point to like COVID shame anymore.
I don't think it's COVID. I think
Yeah.
it's just my throat
Like
is
2-3
just-
years ago, if that voice was a little raspy.
You couldn't cough. Remember when you couldn't cough in
And you'd be
public?
holding your
You have
breath,
to hold it in.
fighting for your life.
I
Tears
swear.
I
coming
kind of
down.
like it. Like, no, don't cough around me. Be scared.
I was on a plane holding I was sweating holding in my coughs, bro. I had to go to the bathroom and flush the toilet so it made
Oh, come
noise so I could
on.
cough.
The
On the
dramatics.
plane, especially. That's real.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
funny.
Anyways, you guys want to talk about your weekly recaps? What's new? Clyde, you haven't had a lot of weekly recaps lately.
I
Is
know,
your life
and
boring or something?
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
It's been boring at least.
Life been chill.
Like you don't even like. I don't even really want to tell you what I did. I put together a dresser this week, and that was the most eventful thing. I
Adult
did.
life.
Yeah.
Adulting.
Yeah.
Mushu, are you wearing a Gucci bucket hat?
Low key. You know what I mean?
Who is this guy?
This guy's a walking future song.
Hello?
Who gave you
Oh
that?
yeah, that's
Who gave you that? 'Cause I know
Huh?
you didn't buy it.
Hey, what you trying to say?
I
dog?
know you didn't buy it. Your watch is $50. You didn't buy that hat. He said it.
No,
He
I did
said
say it. The real truth is that I caught it from Black Market. It was
Hey,
it was like $20. This
Shout out
it's
to
probably
Queen.
not even real.
Shout
I
out
was
Queen
gonna
Street
say.
West. Shout out Queen West. Black
Probably
Market.
not even
I was
real.
like, either it's someone who was super rich who didn't care and donated it,
Right.
or that's fake.
No. I was in there recently. They have a whole stack of them.
Black market?
Yeah.
Where's that? What is
It's
Wait,
Queen-
black market or thrift store?
It's a
They're-
it's a thrift store called Black Market.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
okay.
You know the
okay.
one, Queen West?
yeah.
No,
it's,
I don't.
it's on like
I'm not
Queen
a
and John.
thrifter.
Oh.
You're not a thrifter, eh?
Not
You're too
really.
good to thrift.
Not too good. I just don't have the energy.
I'll be
Oh,
thrifty.
word.
People who thrift, I envy them because they find some great shit, but you got to
Yeah.
be in there like it's a job. Like you got to
Yeah,
look
yeah,
and
yeah.
like have a vision for shit. Like nah, bro.
Yeah.
Or you could just walk in and pick something you like.
Yeah, but as a girl, you gotta like see like how it's gonna see with your fit and like how it's gonna style out and da da da. Like it's different.
Macklemore
But you go
kinda-
on Sheen. You
I don't go on Shein, bitch. Take that back.
oh, you
I don't
said-
shop
my
on
bad,
Shein.
my bad. Fashion Nova.
Respectfully. Hey, not too much on Fashion Nova.
But I'm
now.
saying if you go
Kidding.
if you go on there, you can't tell automatically how it's gonna fit on you.
But you have an idea. And Fashion Nova, I really only do for like vacations. So if I need like
Okay.
bathing suits, quick dresses,
Right.
Vacation home.
like little like hoe wear, then you go to
Yeah,
Fashion Nova.
'cause
But
it's
I'm not
thin
wearing
fabric
Fashion
anyway.
Nova on a regular date.
Then you
That's
gotta put it in the checkout and see if it has the cancer thing on it.
Yes, we talked about
Oh,
this.
yeah.
The cancer warning.
Holy. Who has the human rights violations? Is that Fashion Nova or Shein?
Shein.
That's Shein.
Shein, yeah.
Okay.
But look, oh my
Get
god,
back to work.
oh my god. But
Damn.
honestly, like,
Now you gotta paint an image for real, so people know what they're getting into.
Yeah, that's what you're
Yeah.
doing.
yeah, but that Temu stuff, like, I can't.
Yeah, I'm not on the Temu.
I've never ordered
To
something
me,
off of them.
Temu seems like it's under Shein.
Yeah, why does it seem like that though?
I don't know. It's scary.
It just gives that vibe.
Yeah.
But I've seen some people have some sick ass fits from Temu. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some girls pop. I'm like yo, it's Temu. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
can't-
that's
I
not
can't
bad.
go.
I would never
I've seen
wear
a
it, but
couple
that's not
IG
bad.
ads, like yeah. that's-
So bad. I'm
That-
like,
They're giving sponsorships, bro. They're giving ads. Word.
Yeah.
would you accept the Temu sponsorship?
Nah, I can't do the Temu.
Timu gives like
If-
Alibaba.
if they were giving me a
for
crazy
clothes.
bag, maybe, but
Yeah.
nah, I'm not doing the Temu.
Yeah, that can cheapen your brand.
Yeah,
it is cheap. But anyways,
Mhm.
Mucho, Tresor, how are your weeks?
it was cool. I finally hit 1 million followers this week.
Hey,
I didn't say $1 million.
Big
I'm gonna
up,
be
big
like,
up.
take all this shit down. That's great.
Besides
$1
that,
million
yeah.
followers. How many years did it take you to hit 1 million followers?
This is TikTok. I started TikTok.
About 5 years.
Yeah, 2020?
give or take. Yeah, about
2019.
20.
I remember when you
late-
started.
It was
you started
like
late 2019.
yeah, like around my birthday, November-ish,
Mhm.
2019.
Rise and grind,
Yeah,
About
baby.
5 years. You
So
see
a
the
round of
difference
applause for
between
that.
these apps? I've been on Instagram for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because Instagram doesn't have that like natural reach.
Discover, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
it just doesn't
trying
have
to
it.
now.
They're
Oh, yeah,
trying.
They're
better
definitely
now.
trying.
They're
It's
trying.
getting better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
they're
sometimes our shit will hit way harder on Instagram than it does on TikTok.
It's
That's
real.
real.
It's
Yeah,
different
the
worlds.
Recently,
It's different worlds,
we
though,
started to
too.
hit
It
harder on
is.
Instagram than TikTok.
That's real.
Just
Yeah,
depends.
it's different worlds.
But yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
Congratulations. That's like a
that
Big
is pretty
man.
big.
that's a big
The
achievement.
Millie Club.
That's big.
Thanks.
1 million on the other app soon, brother.
All right.
I mean, it's hard to hit 1 million on Instagram
It
unless
takes
you
a
go on
while.
Love Island.
No,
Where
you
you
can.
sneaky?
It just
Where you at now?
400K.
Oh, that's
So it's doable.
That's 600K
It might take a
more.
while.
still you 40%.
But it's
You're
more
almost
like a-
halfway.
It's more like it's a snowball effect with followers. Like the more you
Mm.
have, is the easier it is to get them.
Yeah.
That is true. People
just-
people tend to follow when you already have a lot of followers,
Yeah,
that's
which is
real.
interesting.
That's why, like, your first everything is the hardest. Like your first 100 followers, your first 1,000, your first
Yeah.
10,000.
But by the time you're at
exponential.
900, you can start the campaign of get me to 1 million, you know? And like that 100 will probably come pretty quick.
yeah.
That's real.
That's wild. But yeah, I mean, my week was very. Yeah, I didn't do much other than lose my voice slightly.
Did you go? You went to like a games day or something on
Yeah, I guess like a friend of a friend hosted like this games night thingy like downtown. It was cool.
Was it at a venue?
It was at a barbershop.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Something I never seen.
It was a really nice barbershop. Though.
Oh, okay,
It was a
okay.
very nice barbershop. Like they just
Yeah.
moved all like the chairs and
The
stuff.
lineups are $60.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a very nice, expensive barbershop
Yeah.
for sure. The way it was set up. And yeah, they moved all the barber chairs out the way and they set up like tables, like different games, stuff like that. To me, it's like I'm a games night person when I know the people there to play games with.
Oh,
if
that's
that makes
real.
sense. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
with me, I was just like, I don't really know everyone here. Like I'm a mingler, don't get me wrong, but I
Right.
feel like I'm more loud and rambunctious with people that I'm close with during games nights. Because I had a great games nights where I'm like, I'm wilding. But it's with my actual friends that I know. And when you set up a games, there was like different stations and that, it's hard to kind of navigate.
What's you guys' favorite type of games? Because there's two types.
Yeah.
Like
facts.
them wholesome Monopoly games
And the
nights
freaky
or
games.
the
night.
freaky
Wholesome-
games nights.
Oh, okay.
Drink and strip.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So,
Like,
Yo, I
there's
haven't
two
done.
ways. They always
Truth
go
or strip.
I don't think I've never done those actually.
You want to know something?
shit.
I've been to one.
I've
I
been
like
to-
the
yeah.
games nights that start wholesome
Okay.
and then
freaky.
get
Gradually,
freaky.
yeah.
I don't mind those because by the time we're starting the wholesome games
Yeah.
and we're like, get each other's personalities going,
Right.
laughs are going, drinks are flowing.
Yeah.
Then we start wilding. I've had very fun games nights.
That's real. That's real. A mix of both.
You got to know the people there too.
You
though,
have to
so
know the people.
For the freaky
You need to
games
know
nights.
most.
No, you have to
Not
know
all
them.
of them.
The
That's
freakiest,
like-
Not
Get to
all,
know
not
them.
all
Yeah.
of them, but yeah.
the freakiest I've gotten at a games night was at my birthday. Like it was a
Oh,
birthday
shit.
cottage that I had a few years ago.
Right.
So I knew everyone there.
Okay.
So I
true.
wasn't like
Yeah.
scared to do
You
shit.
gotta know every
Right.
single
And I was
person.
like, one thing about me, if like you dare me to do something and I'm drunk,
Mhm.
9.5 times out of 10 I'm gonna do it. 9.5 times. Some of the stuff I did that night,
Yeah.
I was like,
Care to
yo.
share?
No, I don't. I'm not sharing. But I was like, why would I do that?
What's the least thing you can say that does incriminate you?
Okay, well, first of all, I wasn't like doing anything wild. Like I wasn't like sucking
Right.
dick on camera or anything crazy like that.
Right.
But
Thank you for confirming.
Yeah, because I feel like everyone's mind went to like the
Yeah.
worst extreme. I wasn't doing anything like that wild, but I did flash like
yeah,
a
turn-
lot of people.
Turn up.
Like my
A
friends,
lot of people.
like the party.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Was that like a dare?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like a girl's gone wild. Like
Yeah, like Gary Springer Cherry Beats.
fair.
But it was mainly girls. A few
Yeah.
of my dogs,
Word.
but I don't think they really saw though.
Yeah, I'm sure they
How?
looked, I'm sure they looked away.
They
Because
looked
it was
away.
like I kind of tried to like angle it where it's more towards my friends. So I don't
Mhm.
think any guys, my guy friends would see my boobs. But at the end of the day, they're boobs. Like
Yeah, we all have them.
like how bad? Like if my
Ooh.
boob slips out here, is what you guys. I mean, it wouldn't in a hoodie, but like it's not gonna be the end of the world. I mean, the fact that it's on camera. What are you gonna do? Oh my god, I saw Zoe's left boob. Like, oh my god, grow up.
He would have to like diligently blur each frame out.
Trey would make the cut.
Yeah.
He'd make the edit.
But anyways,
Yeah.
and then it's funny because at that games night, my friend, she like lately my friends have been starting to page me
Mm,
on the way I present myself to men.
mm.
It had
Go on.
come up that
Go on. It's-
yeah, it had come up that apparently I am not aggressive, but I'm what's the word? Maybe aggressive.
Intimidating?
Yes, that was it. I'm very
Hard to
intimidating
approach.
when it comes to men. And my friends think that
You're scaring the guys.
no, not even scaring the guys. That's the worst part. They're not scared, but my friends think that there are guys who like me who have like actively made it known that they like me, but I am not being receptive.
So you're oblivious.
them.
You're not perceptive
Not even
to men's
oblivious, because I know
advances.
they got a thing for me for sure.
Word.
But I'm not like
You're not even acknowledging it.
I'm acknowledging, but
Are
I'm
you not
like,
registering or picking up on it? Like it's things you're noticing,
maybe
but are
it's
kind of
like the
whatever.
for example,
like
okay, so if there's a guy that they know that may like me or have a thing for me, right? And I'm very just like, yeah, I know, but like I'll still come off a certain way about it. They'll be like, bro, like if you just came off a little bit nicer, you guys would be something. And I'm like, I don't know about that. But they say that I have a very intimidating aspect where like I may think I say something that's like not that bad to a guy, but he may take it as damn.
Yeah.
You know
so
what
now
I mean?
you're just hurting dudes' feelings by accident.
I guess.
Oh,
But I
okay,
mean, I
okay.
didn't think I was like that.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm like, maybe I am, you know.
But do you
Maybe
think,
I am a little bit.
But do you feel like that's really like blocking blessings, or is that just weeding things out?
Maybe a mix of both.
Okay.
Maybe a mix of both.
Because I feel like if a guy is like kind of getting deterred and thrown off by that, and it's nothing is existing or, you know, moving forward because of that, then isn't that just fine? Like they're not for you then, right?
I would
Like,
No,
say
it
that
depends. It
because it's
depends.
about impressions. Like if your first impression of someone is this girl is like pretty aggressive, then you're probably not even gonna
Okay,
take the
not
interest.
aggressive.
mm. No, that's fair.
Or if
Intimidating.
someone's first impression is like thrown off, you're not gonna even take the interest of trying to dig deeper to see who they are.
And my thing is, I live in my head a lot. So, like, the way I think about things, I have to realize that other people don't perceive it the same way. Like, I might say something to you guys that I think is, like, so light, not a problem. But you might be like, damn. But I'm like, what? Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I just assume that you would not take it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I
no,
live in my own head all the time. Like, I might say something that's really, like, kind of offensive, but I might be like, no, I didn't mean it like that. But they're like, yo, that's not the way it's perceived. See what I mean?
And your friends would understand, but
Yeah, like, for
people-
example, I called this guy when we were out, and he didn't answer.
Mhm.
And I was like, ugh, and I hung up. And then he called me back right away, and I was like, ugh. My friend's like, why are you saying ugh? He literally called you right back. And I was like, oh, but still.
Were you on the phone with him? Like,
No. Like, I called him, he didn't answer, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, he didn't answer.
How
Then
much
literally-
time did he help?
No, guys, it was like, when I tell you, it was within like, so like, the phone, like, it was ringing, and I pressed end, and then when I pressed end, like, he was calling again. So it was like immediate.
Yeah.
And I was still like, ugh. And they were like, bro, he called, like, he literally called you right back. So obviously you're a priority. Why are you, ugh? And I'm just like, should have answered the first time.
Were you drinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah, be nice.
maybe I need, 2025, I need to start.
Being nicer.
I'm nice, though. That's the
Man.
I am nice.
Mm-hmm.
Gentler?
Maybe gentler is the word.
Hmm.
I'm very nice. I just don't, I get like, my patience is just so thin.
That's real.
It gets really thin when it comes to niggas, bro.
I think that's okay though. Like I think it's okay to keep a short.
But patience is a virtue.
Rope.
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
So you gotta
It's
find
my
the
favorite part of the
balance.
You
Bible.
gotta have patience.
Yeah. But anyways, that's my friends paging me of the week. Anyways, let's get into hot topics. Do we think Cardi B do we think okay, let's go back, right? Because this has been
Real
a
quick,
hot
do you want
topic.
to talk about the legacy awards?
Oh, you really want to go there, huh?
Mucho was at an award show.
Since you, Mucho.
You didn't ask
When
me
you-
how my week was.
Oh, I did. I said, Tresor and Mucho, how are your weeks? Oh, maybe that's I answered before you. My
yeah.
fault. Okay, sorry. You go ahead and talk about the
Yeah,
Legacy
no,
Awards,
yeah.
and I'll jump in.
I went to the Legacy Awards on Sunday. For those who don't know what that is, it's a celebration of Black Canadian talent. It's the second one. The inaugural one was last year. It happens at History, the house that Drake built.
Schoolboy Q's not allowed in.
And
The
yeah,
glazing is crazy.
well, you know,
Anyways, go ahead.
that's how they
The
pitched
house
it.
that Drake built.
So glazy. Anyways, go ahead. I hear you though.
And yeah, I got invited, but it was funny how I got invited though. Like I got invited through somebody else who was there, and then the email said, "We'd like to have you as a seat filler." And then I ran that through Zoe. I'm like, "Yo, would you go if somebody called you a seat filler?" And she was just like, "Hell no." But to me, I was like, whatever. Like, I guess that's what they call it at award shows. I don't know how these things work.
Mhm.
That's,
Yeah, when you're
that's
not
the
important.
first award
When they
show.
don't see you as important, they call you a seat filler.
Hey, fair enough. But like, I know this isn't the Grammys, but let's say we're at the Grammys, right? And they want people to fill the seats.
Right.
That's what they would call them, right?
Yeah.
Fair.
So it's like,
You're right.
if I'm not nominated and I'm not a friend of the nominees, then I guess. Like,
Fair. Okay.
but yeah, regardless, I went, and I can't lie, like award shows are pretty boring when you're there.
Yeah.
Cause it's just niggas saying names. It's just 2 hours of niggas just saying names.
Is it open bar?
No, it
No.
wasn't open bar.
Oh, hell no. What?
It wasn't open bar. I caught my 2 doubles, and I was good for the night. but-
Damn.
But yeah.
Damn, no open bar.
No, I wasn't open
Can't even
bar.
get lit in
No
this bitch.
award show is open bar.
I can imagine the you don't think the Grammys is what?
I don't think so.
There's no way people paying at the Grammys for drinks. There's no way.
If you're a seat filler, yeah.
Yo, Kanye brought that Henny bottle.
Those are the VMAs.
That was the VMAs.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no way the
If you're a
Grammy has you
seat
paying.
filler, yeah. If you're nominated, though, probably
They might give you some
Bless
champagne.
They have it at the
but-
Oscars.
But do they want you
No,
to get
'cause
slit?
I
That's
went
what I'm
to-
saying.
no,
They
hold
don't
on.
want you to get
want
schlizzed.
you to get
I
drunk.
went to an award show, and I'm almost positive it was open bar.
What award show?
The
Like an
Glamour
award?
magazine
Oh, okay.
one. And I'm pretty sure the
don't-
drinks that we got, I did not pay. I'm almost positive I did not
You
pay.
can compare that to.
But I'm saying if that Glamour magazine, if that one's open bar, then the Grammys is way ahead of that. That would likely be open bar.
I don't know. It's kind of like hotels. The cheaper the hotel you're at is the more stuff you're gonna get for free.
Because
Okay, I kind of hear
rinse
you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I get it. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, regardless, it was like the actual show to me, except for Sad Boy's performance, she killed it. Her and Smiley had like a song together.
If Jordy are spinning.
Yeah, big up to her. She had a great performance. Apart from that, like the show was cool or whatever. Very well produced though. Very well produced. It looked very legit, and it was just cool to link up with all the Black GTA, Black Canada over there. You know what I mean? And so yeah, I'm glad I went. It was like I was just me being mixy, to be honest. So yeah, it was a vibe. So what are your thoughts on the Legacy Awards, Zoe?
I have a lot of thoughts about the Legacy Awards.
Let's hear it.
One, okay, so I see your point. You're right. So when you did bring up the whole seat filler, I was like, hell no. But I kind of get it. I see your point now. You know, if you're not nominated and you're not a friend of a nominee, then I guess you take it with a seat filler.
Yeah.
Fine. I will retract that and give this to you.
And I won't say who my boy was who I came with, but like he's a guy too, and he was invited as a seat filler. Like it's just what it is. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. We'll do that. My second, no, so that's not an issue anymore. My first issue with the Legacy Awards is Tresor, right? And this is not Tresor's words, by the way. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, this is not Tresor's words.
I also have a bit of an issue with what you're about to
But
talk about.
Tresor is probably the biggest content creator out of Canada, still in Canada to this day, right? Tresor has been recognized by A-list celebrities. Tresor has done groundbreaking numbers. Tresor has a face card that can get him through most doors, even though he thinks it's not like that. It is.
Humble beast.
I don't feel
He's
like it's
too
like
humble.
that.
But
Yeah.
trust me, people very much know who Tresor is.
100, yeah.
Right? So when you invite Tresor to this show, great. Okay, he's a nominee for what was it, Digital Creator of the Year. Great, amazing.
For the inaugural one, for the one last year.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then he comes in third place.
Mhm.
That to me makes absolutely zero sense.
Right.
No sense at all. So who's bigger? Who's bigger? Who's more impactful in this generation right now other than Tresor in Canada?
There isn't. There isn't
It's not.
somebody.
Who is it?
Yeah.
Depends on
Because
your
if you're giving him
genre, I
3, you're
guess.
telling me there's 2 other people most impactful in that year and beyond
Right.
than him.
We're talking about Black creators too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know. I'm at a loss, you know?
Who? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Manifesto, right? Outside of the owners of Manifesto, 'cause they are irrelevant right now. The Black women who were running Manifesto, who put on a great show last year,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That we last year?
No.
No, 2 years ago.
2022.
Yeah.
That we hosted,
Mhm.
right? Apparently that was one of like their biggest shows. I don't know if any of those women were invited. And I could be wrong.
Right.
I've spoken to a few. I don't think most of them were invited.
I think they might have been invited to a couple might have been invited to this past one, but we're talking about the first year
But
one.
the
Yeah.
year that they made the most impact,
True was the first year.
why were none of
Yeah.
those Black women invited to the Legacy Awards? Because what they did was a legacy thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, right?
It does seem like a little bit of an out of touch thing.
It's a miss. We can just call it's a miss.
Right.
Third, we've been contacted by CBC multiple times to do media for their shows when they launch their Black shows, which I rightfully do. I never regret doing it. I think it's great.
Yeah, for
I would love
sure.
to put a platform at any Black show, any Black show art that's out of this city. I will shine a light on it if I have the opportunity to.
We'll put it on
But
for all of them.
don't come to us to do that and then never reach out to us to at least be a seat filler or whatever at your legacy show?
Yeah.
Are we not? Clearly, we're building some sort of legacy here for you to think that people need to sit on our couch
Right.
to get media for their show
Right.
to be known on CBC, right?
So Legacy Awards, that's ran by CBC?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Is
it's
it?
CBC.
It's on CBC, but I don't know if it's
produced by
ran.
them. Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
Is it?
I'm not
Okay.
100% sure how
Okay.
that. all
Okay,
works
well, I
too,
could be
but-
wrong. So
Mhm.
if I am wrong, I eat my words. But I'm
Mhm.
just saying, I'm pretty sure it's produced by CBC or whatever. But
Okay.
regardless,
Yeah. I'll double
CBC's
check.
reached out to us to do promo for their shows. We've done it. I think it's great. I don't regret it.
Mhm.
But it's like, if people recognize us as one of the biggest Black podcasts out of Toronto, internationally known,
Come on.
why have we never been invited or recognized to go to this Legacy Award show?
Yeah, that's real. And I just looked. They do produce it. Yeah.
Okay, right? So it's like,
Yeah, not even on some like podcasting us or anything. I think if there's any type of acknowledgement where we're giving out awards and we're talking about creators and who is the most impactful, who's done the most, who is making the best content and leaving a mark that is, as Black creators that are from Toronto, from Canada, that is being broadcasted on a global stage, I can't think of somebody ahead of Tresor in that regard. So yeah, I think when I see those things, Tresor coming in third for Digital Creator Awards, it makes me feel away. But I also just think that it's great that we also have that. We're trying to get things off the ground, right? You said this is the second inaugural awards?
It's the second one, yeah.
Yeah, the second awards. And the first one was last year. I don't know. I think they have time to work things out too.
do.
I think that happens with award shows too. There are misses. Sometimes you don't get everything right. And
No, you're right.
but what we know is right and correct is when it comes to digital creators, he's it. He is him for that. So yeah.
he's the boy.
Yeah. Facts.
And
All
Zoe,
the gunshots, all everything. Yeah. No,
and Zoe's always gonna shoot straight, so they gotta just take that.
Tresor's probably mad uncomfortable too right now.
No, I'm
but-
sure. Hey,
You
I-
should be uncomfortable.
You shouldn't be because
I'm
this is
telling
facts.
you,
This is
I'm not
objectively
Listen,
true
you don't have
what
to
we're
be
saying.
humble, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say shit for you. You can play
I'm
the
not
humble
uncomfortable.
card. No, fuck that shit.
That's real.
Stand on business with it. The
Like,
hell?
Mhm.
Need people in your corner like Zoe.
Yeah, because like I'm saying, if I can't name two better, how are you gonna put my nigga in third?
That's real.
And that's not shot to other creators too.
No, it's not.
It's
a shot.
more of a testament
but
to
Tresor's
the
been
level
doing
he's
this for how many years now?
Yes, the level that he is on and how long and
Like
consistent
you
he's
can't
been
tell
doing
me
it for. Yeah.
Tresor's not name face is not a household face that represents. Even people might not know he's from Canada. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
But you can't tell me that Tresor, what he's done or whatever, is not a household name.
Mhm.
Like, let's be very for real.
Yeah.
What?
So do you get it? Why like Will Smith wanted to boycott the Oscars and shit now?
Before or after
The
the, slap?
Oscars or the Grammys?
He did both actually. Now that you think
He boycotted. Wait,
Will Smith?
he
Wait,
boycotted.
he
both.
boycotted-
Oh yeah,
Wait,
was
I'm-
that the Oscars?
The Grammys
so
was
white
when
thing?
it was the first.
Yeah,
like,
Oscar
rap
So
award.
White. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
And then, oh yeah, he boycotted it and then smacked Chris Rock after.
Yeah.
Well, he won that
As
year.
soon as
he
rightfully
came
so.
back.
Yeah.
When they finally
Did they
gave
ban
it
him?
to-
I swear
Oh,
they-
that would make me go like, I'm not giving niggas a chance anymore.
I swear they banned him again.
Was he banned indefinitely or just
Didn't
for
they
like
ban him
couple
for like
years?
10 years or some sort
Oh,
of
yeah,
specific
facts.
amount of time?
See? Yeah. They
And
went-
now we're looking back on that. You remember when Zoe tried to argue me down that Will Smith slapping Chris Rock didn't look bad on Black people as a whole? I
Yeah.
still stand on that.
And I still stand on my
It
view.
was
So-
the most heated
so-
conversation we've ever had.
Okay, so you are on the side of it doesn't look bad for
It
black
looks
people.
bad for Will Smith.
looks
It does
bad
not
for
look
him,
bad
not
for Black
us.
people.
I think it looks bad
So
for Black.
I guess you
people.
gotta,
I don't think so.
I guess you got to unpack, Tresor, what you mean by an act that could look bad for black people.
I
What do
just-
you mean by that?
I just feel like
Any act, like just
because
generalize.
even
What does that
because
mean to you?
even when we were talking last week about people that have responsibilities,
Mhm.
I feel like when you're at the top of any level of anything,
Right.
you inherently are representing who, like, the groups that you are a part of. Even if it's not by choice, you
Yeah.
kind of are. Like, this is the representative.
Only if you're a minority, though.
Like Obama can't even get waves.
Wait, what do you mean?
What?
Like Obama has to be such a like prim and proper guy because
Oh,
he's
okay.
looked at.
I don't think waves makes you not.
He can't.
You
let's
mean like
say,
dread? Like
I
you
know
couldn't
you
get
mean. I know what
dreads.
you mean.
I promise you, he can't even get waves. He has to keep a level one, be that prim and proper. He can't
I
even
get
get
what
a
you mean.
goatee.
Yeah, I get.
Like, you know
what
what I mean?
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I was just saying, like, if Will Smith, one of our legends, is acting like that, and
Mhm.
he's at the upper echelon of like people that are heralded as quote unquote black excellence.
Yeah.
What do you think that the people that see him do that think about just the common black person who is not elite in anything? They already look down on us. If they're like, if the elites of you act like this, imagine how you regular folk act like. That's the way that I see it.
Yeah,
They're not gonna be like that one guy's, because that's how stereotypes happen. It's someone does something and a whole group gets stereotyped. There, are you like?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got that big Stanley cup for no reason. Drink the
I
water.
was choking on the water. I was trying not to die.
Low
Oh my
key,
God.
I kind of agree with both you guys because it's like 100%. Like the majority or the oppressive class is gonna look down on black people more when they see our role models do things like that. Facts.
Yeah.
But at the same time, should those role models really care?
You don't have to.
Or should they be like Will Smith is not a representative of the whole black community.
He's not,
But he's saying whether or not we
It's-
like it,
Yeah.
that is the
Get it?
case.
We didn't make him a
But
representative.
we're only speaking out of place because we are oppressed.
Mhm.
White people don't like for Hulk Hogan doing dumb shit to support Trump. You think white people are like, oh my God, Hulk Hogan's so embarrassing? No.
Yeah.
Only minorities would think that way,
Word.
Mhm.
which
But-
is a trapped mindset to think.
So whether you think it or not doesn't change the fact
Because we're
that
only
it's
trying to appeal
happening.
to the masses. Oh, we got to look a certain way in
Yeah.
this group because they're gonna think, oh, all black people do this. No,
Okay, let's just say this.
Zoe's also queen, no code switching,
it's
wrong
and is able
When-
to
what-
But I
thrive in
think
white
we're
spaces.
we're
too.
also
Like,
talking
Yeah.
like
you're
or
unique
what,
in that sense.
because what
Yeah.
you're saying is not wrong, but I think this is also one of those things where we're talking about what should be versus what is.
Because
Mhm.
when
We
you
shouldn't
see,
have to think like that, but it is what it is. That's life.
so real quick,
Nah.
when you see like something on CP24, that's our news channel here. When you see something like that, and it's like a violent crime that happened,
Mhm.
and then the mugshot's about to pop up, aren't you hoping it's not black?
Yes.
I mean, I've kind of grown out of that mindset.
Okay.
I've grown out of that mindset.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's like when, respectfully, not to get too dark, but when there's like school shooters,
Mm-hmm.
like
Shit, I'm hoping the next one not black.
I know, but I'm saying, do white people like, oh my God, like this is that a stereotype within the white community that like
It won't be because they're the oppressive class.
that's
Yeah.
my point.
they do hope they're not conservative or have liberal views. Like they
Yeah.
ascribe it. They have their little tribalism things too, right?
Yeah.
Fair.
So like I mean, shit. if
because
you-
that doesn't affect their everyday life though. It would affect ours. So that's why I'm saying it's not a good look for our elites to be acting crazy.
I
'cause-
just think that we shouldn't have like a mindset where it's like, oh, we have to act a certain way in these spaces,
Just
or
to
people are
appease
gonna
them.
think that.
but no, it's
We're this,
bigger than
like-
that though. It's not even just a certain way in these spaces to appease people. I think it's just as a representation, because what does
Will Smith
that
doesn't
look?
represent me.
No, but what does that look like as a grown black man with status? Like how, like, what does he look like to a 6-year-old that idolizes him? Him smacking somebody on stage.
Okay,
We
and
ha- we
this
have very
baddies
few-
show, these baddies shot o'clock. That doesn't represent me at
I
all.
don't think
Black
you
women.
can compare
You
the
can.
baddies.
These are
But
are
they're not
women who
the
have
elites.
a platform. What do you mean?
You can't compare Zeus baddies to Will Smith.
I understand, but my point is these are black women with a platform
That's the
who've been
woman with
going
the
on
big
for
chin?
seasons. They go on tour. They have thousands of women lining up to be on this damn show.
Yeah.
You think that represents me as a black woman in any shape? way?
No,
Hell
but
no.
don't you think some of the criticism and unfair things that have ever been leveled at you over your whole life, like, oh, I'm on a trip and they assume that you're with like this and guy, don't you think things like that can contribute to people thinking those negative stereotypes?
Stereotypically, yes.
Yeah.
So like you've probably felt it though, even though you don't think it should be that way.
But I just fight it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Simple
But
as that.
inherently, it still affects you, whether you, like,
And that's another mindset that black people really want to abandon too. Like I don't always have to fight, to be humanized,
true.
to be viewed as a regular human being.
That's
Yeah.
true.
but anyways,
Yeah, not to be fun
Yeah.
police.
anyways.
Yeah. But regardless, what were we talking about? The Grammy?
Tresor deserves all the awards.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Leave it at that. Anyways, okay, let's go to the spicy pop culture stuff. Cardi B.
You think she did it? Yes or no?
Mhm.
You think she smashed someone else?
Give some
pregnant?
background information first.
Long story short, Cardi and
Motorsport.
Offset.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna go way back.
Oh, wow. That's wild.
It started in 2018.
Started in 20, yeah. Okay.
No, Cardi and Offset apparently have gotten a divorce,
I don't think they've gotten a divorce,
Or
but
I-
they filed. Or she
Yeah.
filed.
Mhm.
and Cardi was on live. I guess Offset pissed her off. She was on live talking about her disdain. Offset was in the comments saying things about her, and they were going back and forth on Twitter and on Instagram. And one of the things that he said was that she smashed someone else while she was pregnant
with their daughter.
Do you think that she did that?
No.
And then after, Cardi tweeted and did.
That's my new thing. And did. I don't care. Do I think she actually did it?
I don't.
I don't think so.
Me
I
neither.
don't think so. I don't
think she did.
You think she did?
What am I putting past Cardi B?
Why would you say that though?
I don't think she
What?
did.
Why would you say that?
I don't think she did.
Because you
Cardi-
know why
Car-
he's saying
Cardi
that.
B seems like the woman that would do that.
Because she's like what?
Because she used to be a dancer.
Oh, so
She
because
comes
she used
off
to
as
be.
pretty.
I'm
she
asking.
comes off as fairly promiscuous.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
Because of what she used to
Wet ass
dance.
pussy.
You think that? Okay. So you think that because she made that
7
song,
days a week.
so because she
Bucket
made
it
that song, she comes off as, oh damn, that rain's coming. She comes down as promiscuous.
No, not just because of that song. Her body of work. She
Like?
comes off as a promiscuous lady. What?
What-
I'm not.
She
in her
does.
music.
Let's
in,
not-
in her music. In her music.
Yeah, I'm not saying Cardi B's a bad person. I'm not even saying what she did was bad. But yeah, I'm not surprised she did it.
I don't think Cardi B comes off as promiscuous.
Does Future
I-
come
Okay,
off?
so then who does?
Does Future come off as promiscuous?
Future comes off as, I don't even know what Future comes off as. I guess,
It's
yeah.
not even. I'm not even trying to be sexist or anything. Just her bars, like how
Right.
she raps.
But
like,
that doesn't necessarily reflect the person, though. Necessarily,
She might just- she
a
might
lot
be
of people
just
don't
capping
live
in
their
her
raps.
maybe.
A lot of people don't. And
But she
being
does-
a woman, you know that like, and she said this before. Like she's tried to venture out into other types of like songs, and it doesn't bang. But all of her nasty wet ass pussy, this, that, throw it back, fuck his dad, that
Right.
stuff, people eat it up. But it's been like that from the 90s.
True.
Right? When Lil' Kim wanted to do gangster rap, Biggie was like, hell nah, talk about your pussy. And when she did, she blew up.
Right.
Society,
Right?
they
So-
got us.
So you
Society, they got us. Did you see that meme where it was like LeBron holding the championship trophy and the caption was the CIA after putting Zeus baddies, whippets, and
yeah.
Sexy Red into the black community?
Offset thinks he won. The CIA won.
So Cardi B admitted that she did it, but you don't believe she did. But so do you think Offset cheated?
Oh, what? Yes.
But he denied it.
He denied it?
I don't know. Maybe he denied. He never admitted to it. But you believe Offset cheated?
He's admitted to cheating.
Oh yeah.
Over the years, he's publicly apologized for cheating.
I think he cheated too. But it's just funny how she literally
Yeah.
said she did it, and then you're
And-
like, nah.
I do feel like it was a bit of like they were having a very intense sort of relationship, earth-shattering back and forth, you know? And I think there's a part of me that feels like that was kind of a reactive, I'm trying to hurt you and get under your
Oh.
skin
That's
as
how I
well,
feel.
too.
That's how you guys looked at it.
That's
yeah.
what I think.
Yeah,
And-
that's what I did.
And I
That's what
also
thought.
think if there is, I don't know what happened, obviously, but if there is a scenario where Cardi B had sex or something like that where she was pregnant, it was probably under the circumstances where she didn't know she was pregnant and they were probably already, broken up or something like that. You get a test afterwards, and then the optics and timing of it is very awful.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
Cardi,
don't know, but that seems
All right, so let's say
realistic.
theoretically she was fucking niggas like 4 months pregnant, right?
knowing that she's pregnant.
Yeah, like
That's
let's say
crazy.
she was fucking niggas with like
That's crazy.
with like a belly.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Well, you don't,
what
you
do
don't
you
necessarily need to have a belly at 4 months.
or I don't know, 6 months. Man, I don't know how
It
that
depends.
shit
You
works.
can, yeah,
All right.
you're right. Maybe you can start showing out 3
Six,
four,
6
4,
months, she
5,
got
yeah.
the belly going. Is she wrong for that?
Yes.
Oh shit. She's wrong
Yes.
for that? Oh, okay.
Of course.
Oh, yeah?
What if in
Oh damn.
You should not be having sex while you're pregnant with someone who's not the father of your child.
Why not?
Why?
That's wrong on so many levels.
I can't
what
lie.
if, what
At
if what
first-
if you're not with what if you've established and broken up with the baby's father and you're not with that father
Yeah.
anymore?
You gotta
You're-
wait, gang.
You would never have sex with that guy again.
You don't
So-
have to wait though.
You gotta
You
wait.
can go fuck someone tomorrow.
I
to
don't
wait
have
now?
a baby in my stomach.
So I guess my pussy still works.
Yeah, but
I'm being
Bro.
devil's advocate, by the way. I don't
Yeah.
agree with this at all.
and-
I'm also
First
on
of
the
all,
There's more
side
devil's
I wouldn't
advocate
do.
things you can throw in that
Oh,
mix,
there's so
though,
many.
too.
There's so
Because
many.
I'm sure that there is, like, health benefits and stuff when...
Yeah,
when-
that's a myth.
First of all-
there's no
Oh,
health
okay,
benefits.
I don't know.
There's no health benefits to having sex when you're pregnant.
First-
Unless like
I-
it's
okay.
said by a doctor, something's like wrong. You can totally be sexually active when you're pregnant.
First of
Very
all-
much so.
Like free Kegels?
First of all, morally, that is wrong. It is wrong.
Morally?
I
I
wouldn't
would
say
not-
more. But what's
morally,
the moral?
it
I
is
wouldn't say
wrong. I would not want to know that my mother was having sex with another man that wasn't my dad when I was in her stomach. I would not want to know. I would feel terrible.
Oh,
Do
so
I
you're
think
talking
you
about
wouldn't
from,
wanna
from
know?
the kid's perspective?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
terrible.
even that is irrelevant. My thing is, I just think
Also, out of 10 times, how many times do you think the person having sex with the already pregnant lady is wearing a condom?
Oh, you don't have to though. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Hey.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, now let's
Hey,
say
I'm
they
just kidding,
didn't.
I'm just kidding.
Now, let's say they didn't. Now you're exposing that child to potential STDs.
Oh, the child.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like, it's dangerous too.
You could give the child in it. Oh shit.
well, if it's
You're
like
not. I'm not saying
you can't give
exposing the child. Like, you're exposing
Like,
the
if you
lady,
get-
and if
if you
she
get
gets something, it
HIV
can affect the
or
child.
something like that. Like something that's like
So
yeah.
she could.
There could be a level of
Share- she's sharing the
irresponsibility with
blood.
that, yeah.
Yeah, okay, but let's say it's wrapped up. You know what I mean? Let's just assume it's
Then
condom
at that
sex.
point, I think it's just like morally, I don't think that's right.
I
For
wouldn't-
the guy too, I don't think you should be having sex with a lady that's pregnant with a baby that's not your baby.
Oh yeah, don't,
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
I think that's a little wild.
To
I'm not
me,
gonna lie.
like
I agree with both sides.
But the baby's father, if he's out slashing, like, that's whatever.
It's still not right,
Okay. Yeah.
but there's less risks.
yes.
wait, why is it not right if they're broken up?
Well, yeah, if they're broken up, then it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
if they're together and he's cheating,
Unfortunately,
But she's got to wait.
because she has the baby in her stomach.
Because
Unfortunately-
Cardi B didn't cheat. I'm not saying
No,
Cardi
she
B
didn't.
cheated here, right? They
Mm-mm.
broke up and then she had sex while she was pregnant,
Mhm.
or at least that's what she said. She
Yeah, I agree. I personally think it's a little wild.
Very
Like the
wild.
morals is the morals is like whatever. To me, just like it looks crazy, and I think it kind of seems a little crazy. Unfortunately, it's one of those like double standards where like we as women,
Mhm.
our bodies have to go through this for 9 months
Right.
and da 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 da.
can't have no fun.
You can have fun,
Mhm.
but I just think it's like
God forbid you wait till your child is born to have
it's just
sex.
it's a little sticky. It's just a little sticky.
Isn't that when you're like the most hormonal and want it the most too?
It depends on the pregnancy. It
Oh,
depends
word.
on the person. It depends on where you are, what stage, right? They usually encourage you to have sex later on like if you're about to pop and you want to induce labor, they say
Jesus
sex will
Christ.
induce labor.
That's
What
what.
I-
That's what.
Why are you
Mar-
laughing?
yeah, that's what Marlon. Didn't Marlon say that? Like the guy she cheated with induced the pregnancy.
Oh,
But-
that's insane. That's probably just like completely just
And
speculation.
not
and
cheated
made
with,
up.
but the
Yeah.
other guy.
But I just think that like it's hard because yes, women should like she should be able to do whatever she wants to do, right? You cheated on me, we're done. I should be able to fuck whoever I want now. But it kind of
But why
like
can't she not? Let's hear
she
it.
can, she
Okay.
can.
Right.
But to me, I wouldn't.
oh yeah, that's
She
okay.
shouldn't.
You're,
Because
you're a
she
regular
can.
person. You're not Cardi B.
I think it's a little wild.
yeah.
I won't lie to like be pregnant with like this man's baby and then fucking this man over here. It's a little on both parties. Cause like now niggas like, bro, I'm pregnant now. You know I'm pregnant with this guy's baby, but you're still cool. I don't know. It's
That's like a little nymphomaniac of her.
It's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. Am I mad at her? No. Am I judging her? No.
You're just,
I
you're
would
just saying
never
you
do it.
wouldn't.
I would.
But you're
never
not
do
saying
it.
it's wrong.
No.
I'm saying it's wrong.
It's
okay.
wrong is a hard word. It's just it's sticky.
I don't even know
Word.
if it's morally... The optics are pretty crazy.
It does look a little wild.
Yeah, it
Did
probably-
you watch Superstore, for example?
Superstore?
watch the show Superstore?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Superstore,
Jonah taking care of home.
the main character, what's her name? America Ferrera. She plays the girl in Superstore, the show. She's pregnant for her soon-to-be ex-husband, but she starts liking the guy she's working with. She's like 8 months pregnant, and they have sex in the back room. And my initial
Pobrecito.
thought was, yo,
Oh.
girl, that your husband.
She was pregnant during that
She was
storyline?
pregnant during that
What?
scene because remember he was like, "Should I wear a condom?" She's like, "No, I'm already pregnant." That's the thing in the scene in the show.
Yeah, that's
And
not
I remember
safe.
thinking back then, like, God damn, America Ferrera's gonna smash Jonah, and she's pregnant with the husband's baby. I'm like, that's crazy.
The husband that I think
They weren't
were
together
done?
anymore, but she
Yeah,
was
I
still
think-
very
yeah,
much
okay.
pregnant for him, and she let Jonah hit while she was pregnant.
You could wait a month and a half, gang.
I just think it's a little wild. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little wild. It's a little wild.
But I don't think she did it though.
But unfortunately, it's
Yeah,
just, like I said,
I
it's
don't
just
think she did
I don't
either.
a
think she
double
did it.
standard that we as women have to face, right? Unfortunately.
What about
'cause-
the women that are yelling, Queen, Queen, Queen shit?
CIA, man, I'm telling you.
I don't know if it's like, I think women are saying queen shit, like
Yeah.
so iconic, da-da-da, because she's like finally getting her freedom after a man who's literally done her dirty publicly over the last like 8 years.
Right.
She's finally kind of getting her like get back. Or she's like
Retribution.
completely cut ties and now she's moving on.
Mm.
They're not, I don't think they even care that, like, to me, I think that is outweighing she's finally doing what she wants to do. This man's been embarrassing her for the past however many years. She's finally choosing herself and whatever. They're seeing that is outweighing she's pregnant for him still.
I don't think it should.
To
People-
you don't think it should, but
people
to
talk
women
about-
saying that, it does.
Because people are commenting, oh, when what men hate when you pull a them on them. That's not pulling a them on them. You're pregnant. There's
Yeah,
a whole different factor that completely changes this.
Well, okay, so what's worse then? Offset cheating, or after the cheating and the breakup is done, Cardi B having sex with a dude when she's like 8 months pregnant or
See,
whatever?
but at this point, it's not even about their relationship. Because if she just cheated on him, then it's like, okay, whatever. He cheated, she cheated back, whatever. It is what it is. Stalemate, sure. But it's about the kid.
Right.
It's
yeah.
about the
Man,
kid.
it's not, there's nothing to worry about the kid.
I mean, the fact that they made it public.
Oh, yes. Now they made it publicly, yes, for
if she
sure.
did that in the quiet, nobody would care.
No, not at all.
And the reason it's public,
Like
isn't
if,
that
if
more
I was
Offset?
Cardi B's friend and she told me she did that, I'd be like, you all a little bit, but whatever.
Facts.
But bringing it to the net,
Yeah,
I think
you're
we
right.
could
That's
all.
Offset's fault,
I think
though.
we could all agree that was fucked
That's
up.
Offset's
Was
fault.
Offset crashing out?
How's that Offset's fault?
He brought it up. He's the one
Oh
who brought
yeah,
it
my
up.
bad. Yeah, you're right. It
You
is-
should have
it
shut
is-
up.
It is Offset's
Now
fault.
everyone knows that I fucking
Yeah.
nigga pregnant.
You're
Bitch,
right.
now
it is
that's your
Offset's
fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
People always say don't embarrass us and stuff like that. And
But
it's
there's
like
no us,
and you
they're
think
broken
and you
up.
think everybody's looking, and it isn't until you go and do that and tell everybody. Now you are embarrassed. Now everybody does know.
Yeah. But I think it's just,
Mama.
like I said, I wouldn't do, I
that's
couldn't do
crazy.
it. I think it does. Like I said, morally is not even the word. It's like,
Ethically?
I don't know if it's the ethics.
Optics.
Maybe
It
optically.
looks crazy.
Optically, yes. Optically,
Technically,
it looks
it's
crazy.
whatever. Live your
That's-
life.
that-
But optically, it looks
Yes,
whatever. Yeah.
optically
That's a
it looks
good
nuts.
word.
But some people don't care about optics, and that's completely fine.
Would you,
Mm-hmm.
like, come on.
I
bro.
kind of do a little
I
bit.
feel
I'm
like
not gonna
we're,
No,
lie.
I
like,
would.
Kinda.
I absolutely would not. But I'm just.
I feel like we're still kind of like, bro,
Yo,
that's not.
I tweeted. I said, y'all too progressive for me because
Yeah.
I think optically that's crazy.
Would you?
Girls are talking about da-da-da. I'm like, listen, I get it. I'm not judging her, but optically that is crazy.
Like, ladies, would you tell your mother that you had sex with another man while you were pregnant?
My mom would be so pissed. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I told my mom, oh yeah, me and blah 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 had sex, she'd be like, excuse
and why?
me?
And why? Because it's, say it with me, wrong.
Optically wrong. Optically, it's wrong.
Nah, just was standing
Nothing's
on that.
actual. Like no one's getting hurt.
Good point. He's
You know what I'm
he's making
saying?
good
Like nothing.
points.
Like no one. Like it's wrong. It's not wrong. Where it's like, yeah, it's gonna leave like a detrimental effect. No one's really getting hurt. She didn't really cheat. She didn't cheat at all because they're not together. But optically, being a pregnant woman for another man and then having sex with another man, optically, it is crazy. We can all agree that.
How
I
bad
hope.
does a girl have to be if it's not your girl for you to smash her when she's visibly pregnant?
Nah, you can never.
There's
There's
not
not
a
one?
world.
I would
where
never. There's
not
probably-
one you would do?
I
I would
don't
never.
think so. No, I wouldn't know.
I would never.
Never.
There's a baby inside you.
Hit me at the what's? How long do you have to wait? 6 weeks after?
6 to 8 after.
Oh, like so you do it before, like you do it. Like,
No, you have to wait 6 weeks after,
After
you
birth.
gave birth.
Oh no, I
to
got
have
it. But
sex
you would do
again.
like, a month in, like as long as she's not visibly pregnant, you would.
If I
Oh,
knew,
I see what you mean.
I don't know if
don't
I
care.
could know that she's pregnant.
Oh word.
Mm-mm.
Even a
I
little,
don't
even
know.
like a fetus.
I don't think I could
I
know.
don't know.
It would mess with me too much.
So Mujo's definitely hitting if she's a mom.
What? If just like if she's visibly pregnant, then I won't be turned on unless it's my girl. Like
6 weeks. Ah. It's mucho.
Yeah, 6 weeks, whatever. Whatever. Because you can't
Yeah,
tell. Like,
I
I don't
guess,
care.
yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
So
If you found out after, would you be mortified?
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't
It's the
care.
visibility that matters to you. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Optics.
optics. It's like, oh my God, there's actually a baby in there.
Yeah. And like, damn.
Because if she's only like 6
And like,
weeks,
okay, this is gonna sound messed up, but like she's less attractive.
Mucho, stop.
But I mean,
Clean it up, please.
what you mean? After 6 months and it's not my girl. If it's my girl, it's beautiful. It's my seed, blah, blah, blah. But if it's another girl,
And I
please.
think that's what she means, though.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, I'll leave you alone. He says, please have a good night.
First of all, that is
Childish.
no. I've seen that play try to be run 100 times.
can I jack off with you on the phone?
No, we haven't gotten there
Oh,
yet.
my bad, my bad. My bad.
I want to
The-
know the time difference between
My
that.
fault, my
message
fault. No,
and
no,
that.
no.
Do you want someone else? I
Yeah.
guess I'll leave you alone.
Like, get away from me, bro.
I-
What was
I've-
me here?
Many have tried to get that one.
He's
off.
crashing out.
Many-
Yeah, I wouldn't call it
And
crashing
then
out.
keep
Just being wasted.
and then continue.
And then, yeah, so, okay, I'll leave you alone. And then Cardi says, please have a good night. And he goes, I just wanted to know. She didn't reply to that. And
Look
then
at it. What's the times?
it doesn't say
It
when
doesn't say
his
the
last
time
one,
from the
but
thing.
at 8 in
You
the
could,
morning.
you could assume all of this was at night.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then now at 8 in the morning.
Offset messages her and goes, can I jack off with you on the phone? And then a question mark in a text message in a separate message.
In a
underneath.
separate message.
The double
8
text.
a.m. The early morning horny
Oh.
and Hail Mary.
He's
The
just
horny Hail Mary.
Being a fan in the morning is crazy, yeah.
That is crazy.
You
to
don't
me.
want me not really is hilarious.
Yeah, that's bad.
Because what are you saying to that really?
You don't want me.
So if you said to a girl you don't,
You don't
want
want
me,
me?
she said not really. What is your next reply?
Damn.
Nothing,
Okay.
yeah. Time
That's
for me
all
to
you
go.
can say.
Wait, what?
It's like that. Something like that.
I feel like
word.
This was a,
Something like that. Oh, okay. I see you.
so it's
say
like
something like that.
yeah.
so this was a funny
So
tweet.
that's what it's gonna be.
So
huh?
this was a funny tweet
Okay.
that was deleted as well. Cause Offset was talking about how Bia said Cardi B cheated or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bia
you-
said that.
Yeah.
She's
And
in
then-
mix
And her
up.
fake ass diss song that I listened to that one.
Right. And then Offset said it was true. And then Cardi B quoted it. She's like, "Oh, baby, trying to side with the ops is never a good look. You know, I started to talking to niggas on June 24th. Didn't I tell you I would spill my own tea?" Offset quoted it, and he's kind of right. He's like, "You Cardi B, niggas gonna hit you. I would too."
Oh,
Holy shit.
Cause I wasn't some fly shit to be like, you know, I've been talking to niggas. Like, all right.
Yeah, you're Cardi B. Like
That's crazy.
your
That's a
DMs,
crazy rebuttal. Wow.
your DMs are overflowed.
but you know what I don't agree with is when he was like, "You're my baby mom. I won."
That was
Don't
mean.
piss me
That was
off.
insane.
That was
Don't
mean.
piss me off.
People were calling that reproductive abuse, saying that
Oh, shit.
Okay,
he was
like I said, yo, I'm not gonna
was-
lie.
I'm sick of the internet. I'm
They're-
sick of,
they're
I'm
trapping
sick of
him.
the internet.
that Offset trapped her.
The fake progressiveness
Oh, God.
of the internet is starting to drive me a little
I'm
bit
sick
nuts.
of the internet.
It's
bro.
okay. It's gonna sound crazy, but like, it's okay to keep your mind a little bit closed.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like,
right.
not everything needs to be so
Yeah.
progressive and da da da.
And everything
I don't,
isn't
I don't know
that.
what reproductive abuse is. Never heard of that.
It's like, yeah. I mean,
Leveraging having a child with somebody to manipulate and
Sure.
Bro,
abuse
did
them.
you
Okay.
guys see the tweet where they said, oh my God, I don't even want to repeat it, where someone said, faking that you like or are in love with someone just to sleep with them is the R word.
Oh, it's SA. Wow.
Wow.
Wait. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
They said faking that you like
someone,
or
so you
love
have- so
someone
you can have sex with them.
to have sex with them is SA.
No.
Because they try to say because the person is consenting to having sex with this version of you that is not actually
It's
you.
manipulation.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Like people
It's
are sick.
manipulation.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I'm saying,
Could
when
you
we-
say it's coercion?
No.
No.
That's not
No.
coercion. You just
Coer-
got finessed. It's
That's
okay to just get
what?
finessed.
I think coercion is definitely different. Like
Coercion is
yeah.
different. Coercion is come on.
Yes.
Not if I think that you like me and I sleep with you and it turns out you don't like me.
There's a distinction between the two different types of deception there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Coercion.
people have just been blurring lines on everything.
We need
these
to be
days.
very
Because
careful
when
with
you
stuff
when
like
you're
that.
when you're
Exactly.
dating, like those first dates, both people, like 90% of the time, both people are putting on a different face.
It's your best self.
90% of the time. Like you're putting on the best version of you.
Yeah.
Not me.
So what? It's just every oh yeah. Shout out to you. You're the 10%.
Some people keep that face on for
obviously
4
you're
years
gonna
though.
put on-
you put
no,
on your
my
best
thing is
face.
no. I wouldn't say I put on my best face, but I'm not gonna give you 100 like of me
Yeah.
like fully. You know what I'm
Girls
saying? Like,
are
I
way
might-
more girls are way more chill when
I'm
you just
I'm
meet
held
them.
back a lot on the first
Yeah.
date, obviously.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
they be having crazy.
Every girl
yes,
is
but
way
that
more
is
chill
not
when you
putting
just
on a
meet them.
different face. I'm just not showing you this side yet.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna act like I'm a certain way when I know that I'm not.
Mm.
I'm just gonna give you a
Right.
certain percentage of how I am on the first day. I'm not gonna give you full me. That's crazy.
That's real. And then also what people or whoever tweeted that, what they're not taking in is that a lot of times that person might have liked you. They might have liked you for that night.
See, that's the part that sometimes I feel like specifically, and I don't want to just put it to women because it happens to guys too. That's the part that people don't really understand. Is like people's minds can change. Everyone didn't waste your time.
Mm-hmm.
I could think that I liked you.
Mhm.
Turns out I don't.
Yeah.
And it's 4 months later. I didn't string you along and I didn't waste your time. I just realized that I don't like you as much as I thought I did. And I don't think that's wrong. The game's the game. It's going to happen to you. You're going to do that to people.
Yeah.
Has that happened to everyone in here? Have you liked someone that didn't like you back and you were hurt?
Mm-hmm.
It's happened to all of us. Like that's,
Yeah.
I think that's just a natural part of life.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
People are trying to outwoke themselves out of
Out of
unrequited love.
responsibility.
Like,
Accountability. They're trying to woke themselves out of accountability.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
But
wait.
I would say if
Bars.
like for example, if a guy like brings you flowers and then sends you I don't know
The word
chocolates
you're roundabout to is
and,
love
you know,
bombing.
Yeah, if for example,
I don't think that's a real thing.
No, love bombing?
I don't think it's a real thing.
It is a real thing for sure. But I'm just saying, if they do it,
Mm-hmm.
you sleep with them,
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually starts to tailor off. That's not SA.
Mm-hmm.
That's not SA. It could be a little bit manipulation.
It's a tactic
It could
for
be
sure.
yeah, it's a tactic. It's a manipulation tactic. 100%.
We should save
if
that
they're
word for
doing it,
serious stuff.
if they're doing it with intention of let me send her flowers and da 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 da, get some pussy and then bounce. Yes, it's manipulation. 110%. I agree with
I
that.
agree.
To call it SA,
No.
no.
Yeah, you're
That's
wrong.
not, but
Because
that's
you can't say I'm consenting to one a side of you that doesn't make sense to me.
but that's kind of how I feel about love bombing. What's the difference between love bombing and someone just running crazy game on you?
Well, love bombing is a form of manipulation. It's the same thing.
So then why don't we just say manipulation? Why are we giving it another name?
I think it's a softer way
It's like
to say.
extreme
Yeah.
tricking.
Yeah.
Love bombing. Yeah, these are words I've only seen on the internet.
For
Word.
sure.
I've never heard someone in.
And I
real
also
life.
think the tweet you probably saw was more of a fringe tweet. Like I would like to think that most people don't agree with that too. You know, like that's
Yeah.
kind of just. It probably had 20,000 likes or something like that. But I
Yeah.
bet the majority of the people even liking that are just kind of
Yeah.
like, oh, I like the way this sounds. Like,
yeah, I think sometimes we forget the internet is just like a loud minority.
Yeah.
Like people in real life don't actually think this way.
even the things they profess, like they're not 10 toes in real life. On it.
Yeah. Word.
Agreed. Let's move on.
Mm.
The funniest ethnicity.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Let's
good
hear it.
lighthearted one. All right.
Yeah.
Actually,
I got-
let's it could go left.
Who do you guys think is the funniest?
I got
You-
three. I don't
you
know if
can
I
get
could pick.
specific. Like it doesn't don't just say the race. Get like specific.
I don't know if I
Ethnicity.
could pick. I have three.
Okay, let's hear it.
Jamaicans,
Mhm.
Nigerians, and Indians are the funniest
Okay.
people on earth, bro.
Okay. So start with Indian. Why Indians?
Indian people, Jamaican people, and African people all share the same quality where no matter the emotion that they have, the way they express it is like times 100.
Real.
And I think it's hilarious. When they're angry,
Yeah.
it's hilarious. When they're happy, it's hilarious. When they're sad, it's hilarious.
That's real. Bloody
All-
fuck. Bloody fuck. Bloody fuck you, bloody. Yeah.
Fuck you, bloody!
That's real.
That's a funny clip. That clip is hilarious, man. That is a goated clip.
That is top 10. That is a top 10 clip. I'm
That's
not
real.
gonna lie.
That's real.
And
I'm for that.
Africans and Jamaican, hearing a Jamaican person, and like, why did he go straight to that one? I gave three,
Nah,
and he went straight to them.
I focused on my brown.
I
brothers.
agree with you about Nigeria. Nigerians are definitely for sure.
Oh my god.
Nigerian
I have
people,
tears coming down my face.
Africans in general are funny, but
Yeah.
my Nigerian people are funny because they are so
Dramatic.
hard-headed as
Oh,
well.
real. That's real.
They're like, I think Mucho has talked
Yes,
about it
please.
before when he was talked about African pride.
Yeah.
Like African people's pride is hilarious because they will never just admit they're wrong,
No.
admit they don't know
Yeah,
something.
Not happening.
It's not happening. And Jamaican
Nah.
people have such a short fuse And seeing them go off is hilarious. Seeing a Jamaican person cuss
You
someone
so
out.
wicked, girl, Marsha. Marsha. Come
It's
on to me, yard.
hilarious,
You so
bro.
wicked, girl, Marsha.
Hearing them, yeah. Did you see the same video? It was a different video with that same guy, and the girl behind the cashier was like, "That'd be $90,000." He's like, "90,000." That he's yeah.
You so
Bro.
wicked, girl, Marsha.
Those are my three.
Nah, go
I like
nowhere,
that.
Marsha.
I like that.
I'd agree with your three. I'd probably swap out Indian people with Mexican people. I think they're just hilarious for different reasons. Nigerians, I think, are funny, and I've heard it described on another podcast. The way they describe things is such a dramatic way
And
of
they
like,
use the biggest words.
it's almost like, and I'm gonna use phrasing that I did hear from another podcast, like where they say like, "Oh, my pants are getting tighter on me," and they'll go, "Oh, my waistband is suffering." You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
If they have like enemies or if they have ops or something, they'll be like, "My enemies are
My
succeeding."
enemies
are succeeding. Yeah.
Like it's a very dramatic
Yeah,
way
yeah.
of like saying things.
Yeah.
And I think just Jamaicans, just their reaction, just like getting a Jamaican person to react to anything is always going to be hilarious. It's very much they're embodying like who they are, like they're existing is funny. You laughing with them. I find Mexican people have a way of saying things like they're almost like TV show hosts, like the way that they'll just string together the funniest sentence of describing something as if they planned it. And I think they're amazing at that.
They could be
Yeah.
funny and like it could be Spanish. You don't even understand a word. And that shit
Yeah.
still sounds funny.
Yeah, they just have a funny ass delivery as if like they're in a sitcom. I love them for that reason.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yo, I'm trying to find a TikTok. I think that Filipinos are slept on.
Oh, that's
They
a
are
good one.
funny.
And it's because also when
Their,
like-
their accent helps too.
when their
Yeah.
accent
Accent is
helps,
funny.
and when like Filipino kids like make
Sing?
fun of their feet. No,
when they sing.
no, not when they sing. When Filipino kids, like first generation Canadian kids or American or whatever, make fun of their like fob Filipino parents, I cry of laughter. Like there's one girl on TikTok, she
Yeah.
does one like when she mimics her mom. Yo,
Yeah.
when I tell you, I watch her TikTok for hours sometimes because the accent has me
Yeah.
hollering, and the way that they say things is so funny.
Yeah.
Filipinos are slept on. Filipinos can be funny, yo.
Yeah.
Because that could be like a
Yeah.
tired format. Like the immigrants or kids of immigrants make fun of their parents.
Mm.
That could be a tired one. But the way Filipino people do it,
Comedy.
it just always hits.
Comedy.
Mhm.
Ah. No,
Yeah.
that's a good one. I remember Teddy used to make a bunch of
Shout
those.
out to the
Yeah.
Brits too. I think Brits are hilarious.
British
Very-
people
very,
are.
very dry humor.
Yeah,
Very
I
dry
love
humor.
dry humor where it's like
Yeah.
it's almost like the punchline goes and maybe 8 seconds go by and you're like, oh shit, he just
Yeah.
said something.
It's like they're on some like
I
witty
love
shit.
that. I love
Yeah.
that sense of humor.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like Brit humor.
No, it's not for everyone. I feel that.
They're very like
Not your cup
they're
of
very
tea.
blunt though and like mean to each other. Like
Especially
mm.
black British people.
Yo,
They're
wake up.
funny.
But like you used to
Oh,
watch Love Island UK, no? Wasn't there just some naturally funny moments in there that wouldn't sound as funny if like we said it?
Yeah, like I
Like
don't.
you know what I mean? Like
I know what you mean, and I don't watch Love
But
Island.
like, but is it them trying to be like? It's not them trying to be funny. It's just funny shit happening. You see what I mean? Like it's not them actively trying to be funny. It's just like this shit's happening and it's wild and it's making me laugh.
Same
do,
thing with
do
Jamaicans.
you remember
Nigerians,
Ella
so-
and Tyler?
Ellen Ty, yeah.
Okay. So they're playing that game, and then I think it was like how many bodies you got,
Yeah,
right? And then it came to Tyler, and then he had 300 bodies.
something like that, yeah.
And then everybody's like, and this guy, he's just bluntly like straight shagging in it. And,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and to me, it's like, I can't say that funny in American.
He said, wait, he said shag and pull or pull and
yeah,
shag.
something like that, like pulling and shagging or something.
yeah.
I can't say it like that. I don't know. The way that
I
their
guess. Or
delivery, I
when
fuck with it.
that same, I don't know, different season with Indian Demi where the Tasha and Andrew, the girl who was, sorry, this is not funny. It's not funny. She was deaf.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's
And
see
he
it.
was like,
Yeah.
she was like, well, what did you do in Kosa? And he's like I sucked her tit or whatever.
And
She's like, you what? He's
Yeah.
like, I like licked her tit or
Or
whatever.
whatever.
And, and they like showed her hearing it, and she was like, that was so
This
funny.
is how he was admitting to cheating on her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I licked her tit or
He's
whatever.
like, yeah, I saw it. He like whispers, he's like, yeah, I sucked the tit, whatever. And she's like, you what? He's like, I like licked her tit or whatever. She was like, what? I was like, oh God. And of course, why would they show her hearing aid in that scene? So mean.
You're a sicko because I didn't even take in the deaf angle.
Yes. It was because because my thing is, you know your girl can't hear,
Yeah.
and now you're whispering.
Don't
nah,
whisper, don't
speak
whisper
up
something
now.
like that.
Like, are you dumb? Anyways, yeah. So I would say Nigerians, Jamaicans. I don't know if I'm putting Indians above Filipinos.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's a good
Bloody
big
fuck
three,
is
though.
hilarious though.
That is one of the funniest videos of all time. I don't care.
Of all
bro.
time, yeah.
What's your 3?
You are going to accident.
Okay, so we're doing 3, I guess? Okay, so just growing up, I always thought Congolese people were very funny. Congolese people always killed me. And like the way that they...
Their waistlines are too fluid for me.
Yeah, and the niggers twerk. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, like the Congolese waistline is very fluid. Like
It's too fluid for you?
Kind of scary. Like, why are your hips doing that, yo? Like it's a lot. When you see a Congolese man dance,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow.
Jamaicans are halfway there with some of the moves too, though.
Yeah,
They're
yes
halfway-
and no.
They're halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jamaican men still kind of bubble with like, you know, a little bit of like
Congolese people,
stature.
yeah.
Stature.
Congolese,
Like
people
Congolese
get
men just
a
like,
little-
yo, why are you bubbling better? Why are you bubbling me better than me? You know what I'm saying? Like your waistline's working double what my waistline's doing. Like it now feels like you're like like women supposed to like bubble men. I guess kind of, but like it feels like you're bubbling me in like through the back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, they don't just let you take control.
Yeah,
and
I like to get control when I bubble, but now I gotta
Yeah.
feel like if you're like you're taking
because as a
control
dude, you have to be the canvas. You just have to-
Kinda.
yeah.
Yeah.
if you're not Tresor.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Oh,
See, we need to stop that narrative. We need to stop that
wildin'?
narrative.
This is
I'm not an OD bubbler.
Tresor's
Like,
an OD bubble.
no one has
Yo,
seen
when
me.
I even see him in his girl bubble, I'm like, oh god, here goes
this guy,
Tresor.
man.
No one
I
has
just take a laugh. I'm like, oh my god.
That is so cap.
Just I'm not gonna like mimic it. Like the way Tresor bubbles, I'm just like I just get so
No, because you know what it is?
I just do.
I just match energy of the bubbly. So
Right.
Nah.
if she's going hard, then I'm matching it. But if she's
Right.
chilling, I'm chilling. Like I
True.
don't try to outperform nobody.
That's debatable.
Okay.
Nah,
Because you
I'd
want
never
to
try
actually
to.
maybe I'll mimic it.
I would try to
When Tresor
outperform
bubbles,
nobody.
Let's
bro.
see. Let's
He
see how
like
he does it.
so, a girl will like come on him
Yeah.
and then like he sinks. He does this thing.
You have to sink because
He
I'm
does-
tall.
He does this thing. Yeah, but the way you sink is different. He does this thing where he like sinks
You have
into
to
the
get the
bubble
good angle
and
underneath.
he tucks his pelvis underneath the girl's body. Then he
Yeah.
does like the one hand and the one head.
It's
And then he
balance.
just like rolls. And I'm like,
Balance.
oh God.
Everything checks out there.
Exactly.
You're giving her like a little seat.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but it's
You're
just-
creating
yeah,
the
a
seat,
little-
and
a
at the
little-
same
you
time,
know, you also bubble OD,
Hey,
so I'm not
man,
hearing
hey.
it either.
you're creating the seat, and at the
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
time, the kind of undercurve gives you balance so you don't fall backwards. You
Like,
know,
I hate
and if you're
watching
tall,
Tresor
you
prep
have
for
to
a bubble.
dip.
I get the major ick. I'm like, oh my God.
If you're tall, you have to
This nigga
dip
having fun.
to dance.
Yeah.
Word.
It's just like the dip into like it's just like
what you gotta
ew.
do.
You do. You
necessary.
gotta do what you
Yeah.
gotta
I
do.
also don't like the hand when bubbling. I
So
just
where's
don't
the
like
hand
to be the
supposed to
nigga,
be?
yo. You're like,
I don't
yo,
like to be the
But
nigga.
where are the hands supposed to be?
Stop holding me.
Like lower back. I don't like
Unhand
shoulder
me.
back. Like lower back, or if unhand me straight. I would say lower back.
Lower back. Okay. Not
Or-
hand on back. just-
I don't like shoulder and back.
Okay.
Because now
gotcha.
you're kind of restricting my full
Word,
movement.
word,
You know what I'm
word,
saying? You're trying
word,
to take
word.
too much control.
Right. Right.
So 2 hands on the lower back, or if he's sticking, you do no hands.
Okay.
No
yeah.
hands, you can still feel it. That's a good bubbler.
100.
Okay.
Mix it up though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
baby.
1 hand on the side of the waist.
Bars. There we go.
1 hand on the side of the waist and you
Yeah.
guide it. Okay,
Okay.
now we're talking.
Yeah.
But this thing, move, bro.
Grip on the jeans.
Low key, kind of psychotic.
Grip on the jeans.
Like,
Grip on the jeans is OD.
You
Are we
can't do
grade
that.
A?
You can't do that with everybody.
yeah.
Grip on the jeans is a little OD.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
You're
Nah,
coming
not
home
really.
with me tonight.
Like hands on, like through like the
No.
waistband.
No. Just like you have find a placement and you find a grip.
No, don't touch my jeans. Maybe if it's like a guy I really like, you can maybe grab like a
Yeah.
belt loop.
Yeah, that's.
But like hands on the jeans, don't no.
yeah,
A belt loop is not that bad.
That's
Yeah,
gonna rip.
it's a happy compromise.
Also, I don't like I know girls sometimes try to like freak the bubble to like do something special. I don't like girls trying to like reach back on me in any way.
You don't like the choke? The bubble and choke?
No.
That's a good move still. I'm not gonna lie. I've hit
Bubble
that a few
and
times.
choke.
Yes. That's
Or
a,
like the
guys
grip,
love that.
like the
That
hand
is
grip. I
demon
don't
time in the
like
middle of
it.
the day.
Guys like the bubble and choke.
Nigga
I don't
can't
think I've
put a
ever-
hand on your back, but you could choke him.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
In control.
In the function.
I don't think anyone's.
I don't want to be no nigga. I'm just saying. Sometimes you gotta.
I
You know.
actually had masculine energy
Yeah,
off
she's like,
camera the
how
other
can
day,
I
and
wear
she
the
acted
pants
like
in this bubble?
But men love it.
Word.
Men love it. I have a friend who does it too, and when I see her hit it, I'm like, there
Well,
you go, man.
I can see that being some G shit.
Yeah, that's
You guys
kinda-
have to be in sync though.
For sure.
You guys have
And
to
plus,
be
it
in sync.
depends who you are. I don't think even if I was single, I don't think someone can bubble.
If she's
and
bad,
choke
you're
me.
letting it slide.
No,
I'm telling
no,
you.
but I'm saying like that's gonna make it too hot. Like I like to bubble in secrecy.
You can bubble and choke in secrecy.
I don't think as soon as anybody sees that going on, a
Yeah,
phone
that's-
is coming
yeah,
out.
Flash.
That's
Hit the
crazy.
flash
For
on.
sure.
I
Hit
hate
the
that.
flash on.
Yeah, that
I
draws
see-
too much attention.
Nah.
No,
You still
I-
keeping the bubble going when you see the flash come on?
no,
Oh, you're done.
not
Then the
anymore.
bu-
Absolutely not.
Not anymore.
Maybe in like high school or like middle school.
High school. All right.
Now, if I'm
Not now, but you
Or you
skipped
gotta
some
at least-
maybe if it's maybe like my man, I'll let it slide.
Okay.
But if I'm just like trying to like bubble up,
Yeah,
nah,
if it's
chill,
a
chill,
random, nah, you can't do that, man.
chill. No,
That's real.
why are we doing that, bro?
Yeah, that's kind of OD. At least have the decency to like hide it. Why is the flash in my face?
Right?
bro.
Like now I'm thrown off.
Bro, like what? Yo, cameras be going on though.
Yeah, there's always cameras.
Wow.
There's always
find another
cameras.
subject.
But yeah, it's Congolese people and then low key Somalis, yo.
Somalis could be
Somalis are hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
Honestly, even the women, like maybe more, like they are hilarious.
Yeah, I
You
can
know?
see that.
I think it's the trauma.
Mm.
From what?
Yo, because they live in like strict households, all of them.
Who?
Somali women.
Okay.
So it's like whenever you see them out, they always have the most fucked up, funny sense of humor.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then when it comes to the white people, the funniest white people are Jewish people.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
Larry David is
down.
hilarious.
Hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very simply.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the funniest.
Larry David.
Larry David, curb your
hilarious.
enthusiasm. Come on.
Hilarious.
That is true.
Is there a brand of humor that you really detest and can't deal with? Like some people don't like dark humor, like
I don't
dry
mind
humor.
dark humor.
You said dry humor you're not a fan of.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I'm not the biggest fan of like physical comedy. You know what I mean?
You don't like slapstick comedy.
No, not like
What's physical comedy?
like
slapstick.
like Jim Carrey back in the day.
Step Brothers,
Like,
Will Ferrell.
Like, look at me, I'm crazy. But like Mr. Bean did it well.
Yeah, Mr.
Mr.
Bean is
Bean
probably
did
the
it
best
well,
at that
but,
kind
like,
of stuff.
Mm. Would we say Kevin Hart was physical comedy in the beginning?
He incorporates some of it,
yeah,
but
a
not
little,
really.
Not really.
Because he was like even a storyteller. Like those are his best
Yeah.
specials when he was talking about his like crackhead dad. Like those.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, all right. Like,
True,
back
he
then.
incorporates physicality, but it's deeper
It's
than
not
that.
as
Like,
much.
yeah.
Okay, fair.
It's like Cat Williams does a lot of physical comedy too. Early on, he did a lot.
Yeah. Any comedian
He's-
that fucks the mic or like uses it, like then
I
you're
swear
getting
Kevin Hart
Tackles the stool.
true. I
and-
don't
Yo,
like
the-
those bits.
I was gonna
The
say,
Cat
did he
Williams
not-
bit where he's talking about Mexicans pulling up to the club and them getting out of the car, and he does this physical, like he's really,
Maybe I do like.
he's
physical
really
comedy.
good. At that,
Yeah,
actually.
I guess it
See,
just has to be
depends
has
on
to
who
be done
does it.
well.
Cat Williams is the best physical comedy.
Just not Jim Carrey.
Stand-up guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's from Canada and big up to him, but that shit never made me laugh.
Screaming. All right, next on the docket. Do you think women like to knock men down a peg if they are considered handsome?
So my answer is yes, 100%.
Are we
But
gonna give the backstory?
I want to give the backstory here.
Oh yeah, because I don't know the backstory.
Your MCM, Duke Dennis, they're turning on him
Yep.
Oh, why?
because like there's like
Oh,
some
I-
close-ups that were
Close-ups.
filmed. Like there's like this one angle where his pores
Oh,
were
I
open
think I saw this. My
with
friend
no
sent it to me.
glasses.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
yeah.
get the hype.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all you saw in the comments. I don't
Yeah.
get the
And then-
hype. See,
Yeah.
like
You
why
know
all
what?
these girls gassing
Actually,
him?
blah blah
like-
blah. And it's a double-edged sword because it's like, yeah, the girls were starting to say it, and then the guys were like, yeah, it's finally the downfall.
The down.
Yeah,
Like,
like
they hate-
yeah,
I was
niggas are
seeing
hating.
bits and pieces.
I don't
of
like
that.
I would never do that.
Exactly.
I would never do
I
that.
You're a
would never
normal
say
man
that. I would
to-
never say that.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
But I
I-
feel like that's unfair, and not even glazing, because for anybody, I feel like it's unfair because it's like I be saying, bro, either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. It's like
Is
eventually.
it that bad that they're going in on him?
Well,
It was-
once again, I think it's a loud minority thing.
Yeah, it was bad
but
for a couple days.
it's like-
He had to address it.
he
Oh,
addressed,
he addressed it.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
He said he didn't care. Like
Where do they be doing these things? Like, where does he address these things? I never.
Twitch.
Oh, I don't use that platform.
And then
so
I
don't
saw it
know.
on Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well then they're
Tap
gonna
in.
post
okay.
it on other places. But I just feel like eventually, if you're in excess of anything on the internet, if you're doing too good or too many people think you're attractive, people are gonna turn on you eventually.
They did it to Michael B. Jordan.
There's gonna be
I would-
people that are gonna be like,
Did
you know what? He's
Michael B.
not-
Jordan was like a sex symbol.
Well,
at
I
one
was gonna
point.
say, I feel like
Is he still not?
I feel male sex symbols don't have like, it's almost like a phase. I feel like
At a certain point, they got to bring him down.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
almost feel, how many like are men like that where it's like they're just known as that and they hold that for their whole career?
Brad
And
Pitt.
I guess Denzel. He just got old.
Brad Pitt, Denzel.
Mm.
Who's the other?
I
black
don't think
one?
Brad Pitt is in
You're talking about older
high regard
people, though.
at all right now. Like,
Yeah, I guess the internet.
With the
age
older
might have changed
women?
things.
like internet age people.
Oh,
Like
older
young
women. Brad
people.
Pitt still holding.
because
it
I
down.
think of
Chris
like,
Brown. Even though based on his problematic history, women still love and foam over
They're
Chris
calling
Brown.
Yeah,
him
but
a
I think-
dirty Mexican
but
now.
I think it's more because of his music than
they're
finding him attractive.
They call him a junkie. They call him all sorts of things.
They're like,
I think there's a lot of women who still love Chris Brown though.
Do you remember Twilight Days? Like,
With
remember
what's his name? Oh
uh,
my god!
Taylor
Don't tell me! Don't
Lautner?
tell me! No. What's the other one? Oh my god!
Robert Pattinson.
Edward. Yeah, I said don't tell me.
Oh my
Yeah,
bad.
he's
You did say don't
we-
tell
we
me.
don't have time
Batman
to-
now, but I feel like that
Edward
was
Cullen.
their bag, being sort of like, I guess it was geared towards.
But like,
the
okay,
younger
let's
girls
just
and stuff.
focus for a second. So Michael B. Jordan, right? You knew like for a moment he was considered that.
Mhm.
Didn't you see that on the timeline where a lot of women like I don't see the hype. Like I don't know why girls.
And then
like
it was
this
him at
guy.
a game going,
They're gonna find
it
they're gonna
went
find a reason to not like you anymore. Then they started posting like when he did that song and he was doing the push-ups with the white girl on his back. Like
Oh, like from 10, 15 years ago.
yeah, like they're gonna pull up anything that makes you look crazy to
To
try
me,
and-
Michael B. Jordan has never done it for me. I said I've been standing on business when it comes to him. I've never really saw. I personally never saw the hype. Everyone disagreed. A lot of people disagree with me. A lot of them were
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, no!" I would never.
So
really
why
pay
did you
attention.
feel the need to vocalize that when you saw him getting love?
It was never him getting love. I would just be like, I don't see it.
So weren't you saying that in response to something?
I don't remember.
The thread or the natural how things were
Consensus.
going, the consensus was probably Michael B. Jordan's attractive. Let's say it was during Black Panther. You probably said
Oh,
that.
maybe
And
yeah.
you're like, nah, this nigga ugly.
I didn't say
Why?
ugly. I just say he didn't do it for me.
Why though? Why can't you just let the guy have his shine?
He just doesn't do it for me.
But you don't have to
I didn't say anything bad. I didn't say, oh, he's ugly. Like, oh, I don't get the hype. I just say, yo, he does not do it for me. The same way I'm sure if you saw a picture of, I don't know.
No, men don't do that.
That's not
we're-
true.
no,
That
it's
is
not even
not
that.
true.
Men-
we do it less.
we do it. We're not allowed to do it, but we
You guys
do it.
do it. Men do it all the time on Twitter.
I can't see you tweeting like,
I could never do
yo,
that.
yo, this girl's trash. Actually, I could never see you say that.
And if I did, they'd kill me.
Yeah.
No matter who it is.
Why would we do? Especially a black woman. We're not.
Impossible.
You guys still do it. I still see men do it. Maybe not you guys, but men on the internet
they
do
But they
it.
still, but
they
people still
shouldn't,
get
and I
at.
think they get paged rightfully.
They do. People get people page them for sure.
I think they get paged rightfully for that.
especially if it's a black woman.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna get
as it
paged.
should.
But
you
I've
know?
also said it about women too.
But what? Okay, see,
That's true.
because now you're trying to block the competition. Because now,
Block competition.
Yeah,
There's no
'cause-
competition.
yeah, all right, but still, though,
Maybe not direct competition.
All right, fair enough. So you're seeing a woman get praised for being beautiful, and you're knocking them down a peg too.
Not knocking down. I'm just saying it.
You're saying something along the lines of, "I don't see the hype."
I haven't done it recently, but I've done it before. I'm not
Okay,
gonna lie.
okay.
Recently, I haven't done
Isn't
it
okay? But at
Like
least
in
can
the
you
last,
admit
like,
that's
couple
like a
years.
little bad mind?
for sure.
All right,
But to my point, I'm not a hater, but I love hating.
fair enough.
And
fair
I
enough.
think-
as long as you're self-aware,
Okay.
as
Also,
long as you're self-aware.
I'm not
I
a
don't-
hater, but I love hating.
All right.
Also-
and that's a real TikTok I resonated with.
also,
I don't even-
I don't think
You
there's
did that TikTok?
anything wrong
That
with
is-
oh.
hating. I just don't think the hate needs to be posted on social media. You could talk amongst your friends
Keep
and
it in
call
the
someone
chat.
as ugly as you want. But
Right.
I'm never gonna tweet that this person is so ugly or
But my thing is, you can tastefully hate publicly.
I think hating
How?
Let's.
How does that work?
Yeah, what,
Why
Yeah,
with
let's
Michael B.
unpack
Jordan?
is, huh?
Why do Michael B. Jordan?
That was tasteful?
I don't
Yeah.
think that's tasteful.
Because
hate.
out of nowhere he doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
How is that tasteful?
If everyone is like, oh, or even if it's like, I might just even see like, I don't know, a picture of him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Ew.
not ew, it's
But
just
why?
like,
But why
Yeah, I
don't
don't
you
know.
just say it in your head and go along with your day? Why do you have to put that on the internet?
I'm already
now?
on the Twitter. I'm gonna just tweet it.
Fair.
Yeah, this is my problem with
Yeah.
Twitter, bro.
Yeah.
We don't need to know everybody's
Some-
thoughts on everything.
Some
For sure.
negativity, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
It is
the thoughts
negativity.
are mostly negative.
Yeah.
Like, how
But
many
I be
times?
praising too. Don't get me wrong. I be praising
Yeah,
it all the time.
right.
But
What?
do you
Yeah.
praise more than you hate?
Yes.
No, like we're talking this specific situation. Calling someone
Yes!
good looking, calling someone ugly.
Yes.
Okay. If you
What?
say you do,
I can
I'll
see that.
believe
You're not-
You know how many men I post in my story?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
really do it too much anymore. 'Cause
Right.
People are starting
That's
to look at me.
probably fair.
What?
Yeah, you're not afraid to
I
do
used to
that.
post
Yeah.
Skepta, Damson Idris, Kofi Sarobe, OBJ, all them. What?
Oh,
Also,
she
do
made
you
3
see how?
Oscars.
Do you see how? I saw this TikTok where someone says how the way that people, I'm paraphrasing. It's like the bravery that people have on the internet is mainly tailored more to Twitter than other social media apps.
Mm.
And they were talking about that, and I don't get it. It's like, to a point, it is. You could go on Twitter, and someone could like post a selfie, and someone will quote it and be like, "Yo, you are the ugliest person I've ever met in my life."
Yeah.
You're not really gonna like. You're not gonna go on Instagram, and someone is not gonna take your photo and put it on their story and be
No.
like, "Yo, she is so ugly."
That would never happen.
That would look like that was extreme.
You know what's a
hate.
prime example? And I think I brought it up a couple episodes ago. It was that one lady that just posted her body and then panned up to a face that is maybe not conventionally attractive, right? But her body was banging.
Yeah, I
and then
remember that.
And then it went up to her face and it was like a
Crickets.
yeah, right? It just wasn't the greatest face. I mean, that's what people were saying. And then every quote tweet was saying shit like that. Was like it had like those videos of Kyrie breaking people's ankles and missing the layup. You know,
Oh my god!
right? And then it would get like 1 million retweets.
Oh my god, I love a basketball
Oh my
analogy.
God.
That's fucked. Oh my god.
But you're right, that wouldn't happen on Instagram.
Yeah,
A
no one
girl
would do
feeling
that.
herself and posting that. She's gonna have 10 of her female friends
Calling her a baddie.
Yeah, lie and say she's a baddie. And
There's an element
Now
of
why they
that
gotta
that's
lie?
anonymity.
Why they have to be liars?
or my bad. Or I don't know.
Why can't you just think your friend is pretty?
True. Or they'll say it. I don't know if they'll think it, but they'll say
See,
it.
now if I went in her call, your friend posted herself and you all commented, "Oh, you're so beautiful." And I go in the comments and I'm like, you don't really do it for me. I'd be a hater.
Right, but you could do that on Twitter.
But I could
Yeah,
do that
you're right.
on Twitter.
The
That's
difference.
actually-
Yeah,
no,
you
they
can
have
do that
a
on
point.
Twitter.
You can literally quote someone's picture and it will be like, "I don't see the hype with this guy."
yeah. And I've
That's
seen
true.
it.
That's true.
I've seen it from like well-composed people that I know. And I'm like, why is this app turning you into a demon?
Twitter is too unruly, bro.
Because like I think negativity is fine if it's funny.
Mm.
Like it's worth it if it's worth it for the joke to me. That's,
I can agree sometimes.
if when people say I'm wilding or whatever, that's just because I'm just trying to be funny. Which hey, sometimes I feel whatever.
Yeah,
But people who are just like rude,
Mhm.
like there's no wit to it or anything.
exactly.
I was like, what are we even doing?
And if someone goes like that to me, I'm gonna go back at them like that. I remember one time, I think this is the only time that I ever had no, there's probably 2 exchanges I had on Twitter ever in my whole Twitter life.
Mm.
I remember one time, it was this one, it was probably back in like 2016 or 2017.
Oh, Tom.
I posted a picture and this one dude quoted it and was like, "This fit is trash," or something like that, right? All I did was just zoom in on his profile picture,
dear God.
Classic. Classic.
take a picture of his gap, and post that as the reply. I didn't say no words. I just posted his gap.
No long
Yeah.
talk.
His gap teeth?
No long talk.
That's all.
No
I
long
just
talk.
posted his gap. That's it.
Posted the Michael Strahan.
I've done
Yes.
bad things clapping back too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I did a video about Pokimane, that streamer, when I worked at that YouTube channel.
You beefed Pokemon?
I didn't beef her. I made a video about her. I didn't write the script or anything like that or edit it. And then one of her fans commented on my picture saying some
Puerto
crazy
Rican
shit.
Jason Tatum?
I don't know, something. No, that was what Speed said. But and I remember they had like I was having a bad day, and they're just they said something racist too. But I don't know, when you have a long live in your bio, and
Oh.
you're gonna
Oh,
come
no.
and you're gonna come crazy to
A
me.
long live.
Long lives.
R.I.P.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, and I.
What did you do?
That's
What did
why
he
your
say?
granny did.
Was you like? I think it was a hard ER even there. It's monkeys making videos about Pokemon, this, and this.
wow.
And I said, I'll,
Monkeys eating your grandma.
and
And
I said I'll make a video about Josh next if it'll make you feel better.
Oh, damn.
Because it's like the internet is also a kind of place where if you go and slap someone in the face, they may come back with a chair and hit you with it.
Oh, for
like
sure.
it may not be on the same level. You got to be ready for that type of energy. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What?
I like that. I didn't see that in you, bro.
So many times.
Yeah.
I've done what?
Where like somebody is directly insults you, but you have apps that every right to clap back, and when you clap back, they'd be like, "Yo, my bad."
Oh, all the time.
Like that.
But you're
All
pretty
the time.
tame. You're not saying family members.
No, I can't do that in the pod comments, but I do clap back in the pod comments. I have to.
Yeah.
It's great for engagement.
Now that I think about it, I've been a hater. I remember one time that I was a hater and people called me out on it and I felt really bad and I never did it again.
But
Yeah.
who are you hating on?
Fetty Wap.
Oh,
Saying what? Saying about his eye?
When do you remember that? Do you guys remember that era when girls were calling Fetty Wap attractive?
I mean, I remember his
Yeah.
illustrious run, so it was
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
around
I
that
don't really
time.
remember that.
he
It
not for
was.
sure, yeah.
And
That
I
confused
and
me
I
a
think
little
I
bit,
said I was
yeah.
like, yo, how are you guys really trying to say that Fetty Wap's attractive? And people are like, yo, this is what
That is hate.
this is what having haters is like. And I was like, damn, I really am being a hater.
That's real. That's hate.
Because that was unwarranted. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
need to do that. And
Mhm,
after that day, I was like, yeah, I'm
Okay,
never
for
being a hater
example,
again.
when women are dressing very provocatively
Mhm.
and they're posting pictures on Instagram and they're like in a restaurant, and other women are like, bro, like we've lost the plot. Like,
Yeah.
why the hell? Is that hating?
I think at least it's commentary.
Yeah.
Like I'm not as mad at that. Like if you're
You could be right and
so
hating.
there's real quick. If you are criticizing something that
Y'all
somebody could
dress like
change,
prostitutes.
yeah. If you're criticizing something that somebody could change in 5-10 minutes, then that's fine. That's like a general rule of thumb, I think,
Okay.
because you could just change the fit and nobody would be mad at you. If you're criticizing somebody's looks, then you're really eating at them. It's like levels.
And even in the fit thing, I think there's levels. Because there was one time when there's this dude that like makes YouTube videos named Lo. He just posted a picture of him, like I think his girlfriend got him some gifts for his birthday or something. And it was him on the couch, like with the gifts smiling, like a wholesome picture. And Twitter killed him for his fit. Because he was wearing like a oversized polo and jean shorts, and this like before jean shorts were cool again.
Yeah.
And it was all of that. And I'm like, see, that's wrong. Because
Yeah.
he's just wearing a bad fit.
Yeah.
That's it. You guys are killing him. It's not like his body's out. It's not like he's at the Laker game with his body cut out.
Oh, that's shade.
But it's true.
That's shade.
That's hate.
That's not hate.
No, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Can't have your body at Lakers game now no more?
No. The
It's a-
CIA, man. I'm telling you.
It's a misdemeanor, certain
The
states.
CIA.
yeah, I do think that's you're getting into a gray area with that. To me, it's more commentary. Like I ain't
okay.
Like I'm not saying I don't ever want to see anything negative on Twitter. I'm just like, yo, limit the hate for people that you think are getting too much love.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a very long time. I'm not gonna lie. But I've definitely done Michael B. Jordan. I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
he's
Like, oh my
he's
God.
divisive amongst women now.
it's very rare. It doesn't never happen, but it's very rare that you see people that are up being the ones that are hating.
No.
Except for 50 Cent.
Oh yeah, supreme hater. We love it though.
But his is
Love
Is
it.
he even
warranted.
hating though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His
He's
hate,
hating.
but his
Yeah.
hate,
He's terrorizing and
Who?
he's hating.
He's
But
terrorizing
his-
his enemies.
For
yeah,
sure,
that's the
but
thing.
it's still hating.
But his hate is for people that he has issues with. That's
For
a
sure.
whole
I don't think
different.
that's hating then. Like
I think that's a whole different
That's a
ballpark.
different thing.
He's not picking random people and just hating on them.
No, he did that with Homegirl in Power.
Ooh.
Isn't that-
Tasha.
Isn't that because they had like a
No.
monetary dispute?
They had an
I don't
issue.
think so.
It was over her contract. I
Why
swear.
would he be beefing with someone on
He
his own
posted,
show
like,
for no reason?
Bro, he posted a photo of her, like, and her weave was very, very bad.
They're having contract disputes? I remember.
And
that.
he posted and she was like, bro, like, why, like, don't I help your show? Like,
Or
Like,
was he,
why
was
would
he trying to
you-
be funny?
I don't know, but it was not.
No,
Nice.
I'm pretty sure they're like beefing over money.
Mm. That's
Anyways,
hate. I think it's still a level of hating.
Yeah.
Him posting designers, I don't even know what he posted. Something would do with designer, a video with designer rapping, something like that.
No, but
'Cause
designer
designer
went
said
back
something
at
about-
him.
I know. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, come on, man. I love it though.
I think that's one of the best haters ever.
Don't touch, that's my
Yeah.
whip. Don't touch, that's my chick. Don't touch, that's my brick.
You remembering that freestyle is
That's
so
yeah,
funny.
that's wild. How many times did you watch that? That's crazy.
No,
He might have got it verbatim.
Don't touch, that's my shit. Don't touch, that's my whip. Don't touch, that's my bitch.
Oh man,
Oh
How
my
many other
God.
designer songs do you
Ah.
know?
freestyles
They ain't
going around
much.
Yeah.
the greatest thing.
Okay. Has the Toronto accent shifted to more of a caricature compared to 10, 15, or 20 years ago?
Yeah, okay. So that was me that brought that up because nowadays, like, I guess people didn't even know what a Toronto accent was 20 years ago.
Very fair.
Yeah.
So now they're seeing the quote unquote worst of it. But it's like, even when I'm out and about amongst like younger kids, like they're not even from like ends or anything, they're from the suburbs. They still sound like they're putting it on way more than what I remember 10, 15 years ago. At least that's the vibe that I get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm asking you guys if you sense the same thing. Because you know how Americans are on our ass right now.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
how we have the worst accent of all time.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not
of-
worse than Baltimore.
According to the internet.
and yeah,
Yes.
Baltimore might be number 2 according to the internet now.
I would
You
say
mean number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
I
Damn.
would say that the Toronto, okay, for example, like the Toronto accents that like my cousins have,
Mhm.
the ones who were like, I would say maybe have like 12, 15 years on me,
Yeah.
and then they were born and raised in like Scarborough, whatever, whatever.
Right.
They have like real Toronto accents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's had this accent his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
So I see your point where now I'm seeing kids like my little cousin who's like 16 and their kids live at like
Yeah.
Castlemore and they have this crazy Toronto
Yo,
accent.
fam, walk, yo,
Yeah.
dog, yo.
It's
Like,
definitely not. It's not what it's like. Yo, why do you guys talk like that?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I don't think I have the Toronto accent, but I have the Toronto twang. I'll call
Yeah.
it. Like I
Right.
have like when I get mad or like if I get hyped, like slang words and certain
Right.
things will come out.
come out.
But I don't talk like that. Like, yo, I'm not talking like this 24/7. I'm like, yo, fuck that, dog. I'm not talking like that,
Right,
dog. I don't
right.
move like that.
Dog, run that dog.
I don't do that. I don't talk like this all the time to man. Like, I'm just chilling. I'm not doing that. I don't do that.
You still
But if I get mad, I might be like, yo, you
We've
dumb.
never
Like,
seen
yo,
Zoe
don't
do
play.
that.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It's very-
I've never
yeah.
seen you do that. That was crazy.
It's very adjacent to like the New York accent, where it's like people get mad and it gets heavier.
Heavier.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
real.
yeah.
Yo, dog, I'm
That's
not
real.
talking about this right now.
Do the New York accent and you do the Toronto accent. Have a conversation.
Like an angry one.
Yeah, an angry one.
Oh, dear God.
Okay, but what's the scenario?
You two are fighting over money. Like,
Yeah, she owes you
Zoe-
money.
Zoe still owes you money, and Zoe didn't cut you.
Yo, Zoe, word 2, if I don't have my money, it's up for you.
Yo, fam, are you stupid, dog?
Yo,
Yo, fam, are you stupid,
yo,
dog?
word of my dad, if I don't have my money in 2 days, you're finished, you are? I don't want to hear that.
Yo, who's this
It's
guy-
over.
Yo,
I'm not
who's
hearing
this
that.
guy talking to?
Come on, son. Like, what's
Yo,
wrong
I
with you,
know
son?
that
Like, you
you's
bugging,
not
son.
talking
Like,
to
come
me,
on,
dog.
son.
You're not talking to me, bro. Lower your voice with me, dog.
It's too hot in here. I can't
It is
yell.
hot as hell. Are you guys hot?
Yeah.
My nose is
angry
sweating.
I'm mad I brought a
Holy.
sweater today.
Right? Why
but
is it
I'm-
so hot?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the
Committed
weather's
to it.
too unpredictable.
God.
It's like cold, but it's not.
It is so hot in here. That was a
Anyways,
really bad New York accent. I'm not gonna lie though. I expected more from you.
we didn't go too deep into it, but I know it wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
But anyways,
And scene.
I think TikTok has a lot to do with it too.
Mm-hmm. So they're
'Cause-
seeing it on TikTok and then they're up like
It's like it's like going into their mind.
mm-hmm.
I also think, like, in a pop culture sense, I feel like there's 2 instances where people not from Toronto or Canada really like got to hear this and be like, this is a Toronto accent. I feel like obviously Drake like popularized things to them. And I think SNL, when he did SNL, he had like a skit where he was doing like a heavy Toronto accent.
Oh,
You know,
did he?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I feel like that was like a moment where Americans really got to see Toronto accent. And then
Before
there's this
TikTok.
And then there's this one viral clip, you know, that is
Stick-
going
stick
around.
to my
business is
stomach,
true.
fam.
Yeah.
If the
Yeah.
business is true,
I told you.
And
She,
then-
I told you she sent me death threats.
What?
That girl. If the business is true, lady.
Why?
Why?
Because this is before she made that video. She was she made some other next video, and then I just duetted it and I made fun of her like, yo, this girl's really from Oakville or something. I said something like that. She's acting like she's from this place, but she's really from Oakville. Something like that. And she's like, you know you can't walk freely in Toronto, eh?
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's like, I'm from Oakwood or something like that. Like, yo,
Oakwood, like little like
yeah,
St. Clair and Oakwood.
She's like, yo, my bad. She said she's from Dixon. My bad, not Oakwood. I'm from Dixon. I'm stamped, yo. Whenever I see you, it's done. And then I was actually supposed to see her like 2 months later because I got invited to this shoot and she was about to be there. And then last minute, she canceled. I'm like, But yeah, shout out to Death
And then
Threats.
there's a
Shout out to Death Threats.
there's a niche on TikTok where people are getting interviewed doing the Toronto accent, and you could clearly
go to
tell
Kitchener
that
and
they're
people are-
like overdoing it. But it's
Yeah, they're
kind of
like in square one.
yeah, but it's on like the fine line of you don't know if they're joking or not. But I think they are. But people who casually scroll don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's those ones. It's always with little kids, and the guy's like, "So what's your name?
Yeah.
Crash out LK."
Yeah.
And then
Crash out LK.
And
I know
Insane.
what you
And
mean.
then-
I don't know if they're joking or not. If
and
this
then
is
they're like,
orchestrated.
which school has the ugliest shorties in song? And they're like, yo, St. Marcelina's fam, yo, the girls are burst fam, yo. And then people are just watching, and it's like, okay, this kid is obviously
Yeah.
doing this on purpose.
Right.
Like they don't talk like this.
Okay.
Yo, what city's the most what city's the most dangerous
Yo,
in the
K-Dubs,
GTA?
fam. K-Dubs, fam.
K-Dubs.
Surdy,
I didn't
fam.
know
Surdy.
K-Dubs was a thing.
What's K-Dub?
Kitchener and
As
Waterloo.
if you say Kitchener.
Kitchener Waterloo.
I went down the same
Kitchener,
rabbit hole,
Waterloo
bro.
is
Oh my
K-Dubs.
Kitchener's the
God.
most dangerous.
Apparently.
K-Dubs, fam.
to that little white
Bear
boy.
static, fam.
Downtown Kitchener, yeah, I mean, it could get like that. I mean, it's if people are scared of homeless people downtown Toronto, they have the same issues in downtown Kitchener.
Yeah, but like you were
Fentanyl
saying
worse.
violent. Right? You said most violent.
I mean, isn't that what people are worried about with homeless people here?
Violence?
All right, is that not what they're worried
Yeah,
about?
this is more like unpredictability.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the unpredictability.
Like if you yell, I'm gonna yell.
Yeah,
If a homeless man starts
I'm
screaming,
scared.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
But like,
I'm scared.
don't you guys remember all those stories about the? I never cared. All those stories about the TTC, like, oh, I'm scared to go on the TTC.
Because
now."
someone's gonna stab you
stabbing.
and
Like,
But were those homeless people or weren't they just like
No, they're homeless.
People
people.
wild.
Mudheads.
Bro, you think Zoe takes the TTC?
alive? I heard taking the TTC in probably like
I haven't taken a TTC in years.
5 years.
Yeah,
I took
Years.
it today.
Yeah, I was on it today. Yep.
yeah, I haven't taken it in years.
No, I haven't. I used to take it every day, but now I don't take it.
Shout out to my suburban friends.
Period.
Growth.
All right. Do we want to do Dear Relentless Diary or should we do one more? I mean, the next one we had like Adin Ross is just like streaming everywhere in the GTA. If people don't know, Adin Ross is allegedly, well, not allegedly, he has, well, we can call it allegedly moved to Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
He's been seen, I mean, he
You're
was on,
scared to say anything. You're about to put allegedly to that.
well, I mean, like, I don't know if he's actually moved. Like,
Oh,
that's what I
okay.
meant by moved,
Got
as in
you.
like,
He'll be here for a bit.
yes.
Yeah, he's spending time.
Okay, yeah. So he's moved to Toronto.
Mhm.
He's been streaming at a few places. He said some problematic things. And he's been seen with like some interesting people. He did a stream with Top 5. Which like the stream wasn't funny, but the person who did the edit on TikTok
yeah.
was kind of funny.
Yes,
I'm not
he
gonna
was
lie.
hilarious.
But regardless,
Can you
he
say what the edit was? Because we all know. But
the edit
I'm not
you-
saying it.
the edit.
oh, oh, right. Yeah, the edit was just him on CP24 as he got released from prison,
Yeah.
where he was saying like, I'm gonna follow the righteous path now. You could say the parts on CP24. What else was he saying?
Yeah, he said, I'm bringing
Harmonizing
communities
the gang
together.
culture.
Bring communities together, and then it just cuts to him gangbanging.
Wild.
And
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
street
Like
with-
Saying
maybe
people's
24.
names.
Yeah,
With
I wouldn't say any
academics
names,
and
but
Aiden
yeah.
24
Ross.
hours later,
yeah.
after he done told TB24, he's gonna bring communities together. He's gonna stop the violence. It
Yo,
just
I'm
cut-
Drake Shooter.
Yeah, it just cuts to him
Yeah.
just like gangbang wilding on like Adin Ross's stream,
Right. Okay.
dropping some crazy names.
Bro,
Yeah, just
and
OD.
the part that I don't like about that is like, there is a lane for that. I'm not gonna act like it's not, because
For
he
sure.
is entertaining. I will
Yeah.
not sit here and act like Top 5 is not entertaining. He's very entertaining. But for some people, that's the only representation that they know
They have
from
in
Toronto.
Yeah.
Mm,
And that I think that could be an issue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But he's hilarious though.
Yeah.
He is very entertaining, but
How do
Sometimes
we
I
feel
gotta
about
shake my
now
head.
the videos
real.
of him with, what's her name, Lia May, or the UK
Leah Mai.
Lia Mai, whatever her name is?
Oh, that's Central C name dropped her.
But I wouldn't mind me a Leah Mai.
Mai. Ah, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
She
bet he
was
wouldn't.
she was apparently riding around in a Maybach.
Apparently,
Not
there's a video.
apparently, she was very much in 4K riding around in Maybach, sitting on Top 5's lap.
Right.
And then there's another video of her and him. I don't know. She's like sitting somewhere. He
They
has like
room
his arm
together.
around her. They have
Yeah.
like a Drake song playing in the background, some shit.
And then he captioned it what?
The caption was, "I don't care if you used to be a hoe." What was the caption? Something like that, or
I don't care if you used to be a hoe because I knew you from way before, or something like that.
Yeah.
It was, Drake's song. Yeah.
Or if you were a hoe before.
She was a hoe, but it's all good because it was way before.
Yeah,
There you
something like
go,
that.
there
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go,
yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
And that was the
That's,
caption and the song that was
Super
playing in the
Soul.
background.
The one that didn't come out with
The Super
Yachty.
Show? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So everyone's like eating her up. Everyone's like, bro, like this is crazy. That I'm also like, girl,
Yeah, she's waste.
what is going on?
Like her
mm.
social stock plummeted just for some views.
Damn. You think it was
Like-
cloudy? I mean, yeah, it's cloudy for sure.
And I think
Because like, why you like? Did you come here from the UK just to be with Top 5?
she was giving him prison visits.
Really?
I remember that.
Giving him prison visits, taking selfies of her ass on the prison window.
Oh, so they have a real thing.
Yeah.
What?
Like a month ago. Yeah.
Her ass against the prison window?
Mhm. Taking a picture like this.
Guard!
In South Detention Center.
Guard.
Guard!
That's crazy.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yep.
She's-
Okay.
Yeah,
So she set herself up for this then.
yeah, thirsty for clout.
She was on her Mariah the Scientist.
But Mariah says is actually dating Young Thug.
Yeah, and she's not being
And she's not cloudy with it. Like she's
Yeah.
not trying to like they were together before. And I don't think she's like trying to get
Young
clout
Thug's
off of-
not saying I knew you were a hoe before.
I wonder how she
Mm.
feels because she was on Angel Reese's podcast and she said now that he's been in jail longer than they were together when he
Together.
was out of jail.
She invested at the wrong time.
The Leah May girl was on Angel Reese's
No,
podcast.
No,
Mariah the
Mariah the
Scientist.
Scientist.
Because I don't know if this Leah May girl was. I don't know if she was
She's
lit
just like this like UK. Is she East African? She's not East African.
She's a UK,
She's Somali,
Yeah,
Somali
okay.
British.
UK Instagram baddie.
Do you
BBL
think it's
bandit.
kind of do you think it's a circumstance that's similar to what's going on with Drewski and Ruby Rose? Like,
This
is
is
it,
way worse.
Is it a PR type thing? Like,
This is way worse than that.
Nah.
so it's not an exchange.
But
like
Drewski
it's-
said he don't need no PR. Didn't you see the picture he posted when he was
Of course.
like,
Why
I've
would
seen
anyone
what
even
Drewski
think-
said.
I think
Yeah.
if anyone believed that for a second, they're just a hater.
Yeah.
so then what was
Drewski
it?
They were together.
Okay, I don't believe they were together. I wouldn't call it PR,
Well, they were
but I
a
don't think they
team.
were together.
I can
I don't think it
I
was
think she was
fake.
clout chasing more than he was.
Yeah, but I don't
What
think
clout would Drewski need from Ruby Rose?
not much.
Ruby Rose
Maybe
doesn't have,
to be the story of
respectfully,
the
she doesn't
week,
have
but-
much going on other than
What
OnlyFans,
PR would
no?
Drewski need from Ruby Rose?
Yeah.
Well, isn't there kind of a narrative about Drewski just not being like popular with women and just like he's
Nah.
funny, like you
And
don't
that's
find him
the-
attractive or anything? Like I've
so
seen.
you use Ruby
I don't- but I don't
Rose.
So
think
he's
that's
trying
a
to raise
narrative.
his stock of being like, being desirable to women and like that the optics
by
of
dating Ruby Rose.
that. Yeah, the optics of that. Yeah, I think I
But
can
I
see
don't-
them making that play.
I don't
Nah.
think that's a narrative though, because anytime you've seen Drewski with a girl, she's been a baddie. Like
Yeah.
Drewski doesn't hang with like
Which other girl? I haven't really seen Juicy.
Yeah,
no, like
I-
he doesn't. He's
The
not
people
like
in his
attached.
videos,
No
like in
shade.
his skits.
No, he's not.
Oh
attached
yeah, girls
to
in the
women.
skits are always pretty. I would say
No,
that.
I'm not even talking about that. He's not attached to women, but anytime you've seen Drewski post anything and there's girls around, they're baddies. Like Drewski's Drewski. He's gonna be with baddies.
Yeah, and I do see some comments from women like Drewski's cute actually.
Oh, I see it all the time.
Yeah,
so-
like and Drewski
And
was
that's
dating
what-
someone.
I see the opposite.
Yeah, Drewski was
I
dating
was trying
someone
to
and she
make
was
those
bad,
right
but,
there.
Yeah, you tried to bait me, and I said nope.
but that's crazy.
I'm not a hater,
Yeah, nah.
but I love
I'm
you.
not gonna lie. I want to go to a Alabama game with Drewski. That looked fun.
So then
Oh
go.
yeah, him with that white boy.
I don't give a piss about number.
You want to see the tie?
Number tied, number tied. Okay,
That guy's a legend.
are we doing Relentless Diary?
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. Adin Ross.
Yeah,
With him and the streaming and whatever. He went to Dave & Buster's.
right.
And apparently wanted to stream. And this is where I'm kind of like iffy with streamers, because as someone who's been caught in a stream,
Yeah.
I don't really like fully agree with like just streaming. Like man's just streaming, like you're just trying to chill in the club and man's just streaming and there's bright lights. That throws me off a little, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. So I
You
get
didn't
it.
consent to being in this video with millions of viewers.
Yeah. Yeah, and like you were saying, like when you like, yo, you're basically like it's bigger than TV. Being on Adin Ross' stream is probably bigger than being on TV.
100%.
Yeah,
Right?
And just move
So-
tact.
Huh? What'd you say?
And just move tact. Like, you're cool. Just don't wild out then.
I get it, but it's still just the fact that like I'm just like being recorded. Like, what if I just want to like chill, take a shot, da da da? Or, like, you know, it's
He
like,
wanted to have a wild night, and then now this guy's there.
yeah,
Move.
nigga, you move.
It's like, no,
The
it's
fuck?
you were, like, you know what I mean? You were in that section. Now he's there. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I get
You're
what
telling me
you
if
guys mean.
I bought a section here
I get what you
and
mean.
Adin Ross comes beside me and now there's 100 lights and all these vlog cameras, you're telling me to move, bitch? Are you stupid?
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
you can't bring the cameras?
I mean, listen,
She's just saying she sees the-
I
she
see
sees the
both
perspective.
sides.
Yeah,
I see
okay.
why people might give Adin Ross and other streamers shit for streaming in public places. The same way where Kai went to Jamaica and they didn't let him stream in Dumbs River Falls. People are like, oh my God, how are you not gonna let Kai Cenat stream? Because people are there with their families, their children, their people in bathing suits that maybe they don't want to be on this person who has a million people watching. Like, that's a very fair, I think, argument.
Yeah, I think
Like, people shouldn't try to shame people or establishments
The
for not
venues,
letting
yeah.
streaming happen in certain places. Like, that's very fair and valid.
Yeah.
Y'all are in a Black Mirror episode. Like,
No,
that's
it's-
crazy.
And it's, I think, to the point that you're raising. It's problematic when the streamer doing that is getting denied or something like that. And he is so big that he's like, I'm going to call Dave and Buster right now.
Yeah.
And gets them on the phone. And they're like, okay, no, actually, the employees do have to deal with this. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he ended up getting on the phone. Didn't they end up letting him in?
Yeah.
Because he actually got the
he did
owners.
that. Yeah.
He called Dave and Buster's owners and that they actually let him in and let him stream. My thing
He
is,
called
so
Dave
then why
and
don't you
Buster.
just rent out a certain area of Dave and Buster's and you stream over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to stream at a bowling alley, then rent out these five
Well, the
lanes.
public interactions are part of the thing. They're part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I get it, but like I said, I see both sides. I get it, you're doing it for content to get your bread and butter, but also, like, some people didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily fair.
But
it shouldn't
also,
be normalized, I should
Technically,
say.
it's in public, but in an establishment that is a privately owned thing, so it has its own rules. And what do they say? I think they say like when you go in a store, you're like already accepting. I don't know how they put it, but like basically you're accepting whatever the terms are
To be on
of
their
this
premises.
establishment.
Yep.
So like, for instance, yeah, like if you're in the club and the club has photographers, like you can't. I believe you can't really tell them that they can't film you because
Facts.
by being in here, you're consenting to being on camera.
Mhm.
So it gets iffy because certain places, it's like if it's something like that, like
Do you
your
consent to
only
that?
option is to leave.
Do you consent to that when you go to like a Raptors game?
Yeah, for sure.
Consent to
If-
being on camera?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if
I
you're
mean-
on TV, like when you buy the ticket, that's definitely in the
Yeah.
fine print.
There's somewhere
Any-
in the ticket it's saying
Yeah.
that.
for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. There's cameras
I
all
see
over
that.
that place.
Yeah. These guys should,
Everywhere, basically.
nobody should be scared of being filmed at Dave and Buster's, yo. Stop cheating with your side piece.
I think it's maybe just more like people who are not our age. Like, I know if my mom was in there, she'd be like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
My mom would definitely be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Like, do not put no camera in my face.
And I get it. Like, I get not wanting to be filmed. I don't get the overreaction to not wanting to be filmed. Like, you cannot want to be filmed
Like
and be annoyed. Yeah.
Smack the camera.
Yeah.
Arguing,
da-da-da,
smacking
yeah.
the camera. Like, why? At that point, I'm like, why? Like,
Yeah.
is it that deep?
Are we gonna talk about what Aiden said?
I mean, he did make a
Take it away.
He made some racial slur.
He didn't say a
Racial
slur.
slurs.
It was racially offensive, but I don't think he said a slur.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, okay.
No,
Mm-mm.
he just said these effing.
Oh yeah, he said this is the problem with these people. Yeah,
It's a
It's
specific
crazy, yeah.
ethnic group.
yeah, it's a certain ethnic group. One that Tresor said was very funny.
We're gonna say it. He made a comment towards Indians. Like, rather than being
Yeah.
around the bush. He made a comment, so the security ended up kicking him out. I
Yeah.
guess one of the Indian security guards tried to take his camera. He made a
Yeah.
comment about it's always these effing Indians.
And it's
which
not
I
the
think-
first comment he's made about Indians,
No,
right?
it's not the first
Wow.
comment he's
While
made about
being in
while
Toronto.
being in Toronto. When you got
Really?
here, he was like, yo, what's with the Indians?
What?
Like, you didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that.
On his stream, he was like, yo, so I'm in Toronto, I've been here. And like, yo,
Mhm.
first thing, like, what's with the Indians? Like, why are there so many damn Indians? Like, that's literally what he said.
So he's from LA,
No.
Florida.
Well, like
he's
he
from
lives.
Florida, but he lived in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we just got way more Indians in LA.
I think we have way more
Yeah.
Indians than a lot
Than
of
anybody.
anywhere, maybe outside of.
We're number one.
Yeah, I think we have the most
we're number
Indians
two.
and maybe anywhere outside of
Outside
India,
of
if I'm
India?
not wrong.
Oh, we lit.
Outside of UK?
My London,
Oh,
my
maybe
goddess.
London
my
might.
goddess.
London might.
I don't
Right.
know.
I don't know though, but
I
it
don't
might.
think.
Look, we got some Indian sirs.
What?
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 You know when you're like a sir?
No.
Well, India was
When
It's
you're
a
a
sir.
sir, a British sir.
it colonized by
Like when you're a
Royalty?
like Elton John's a sir, Sir Elton John.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we search it up? Where has the highest Indian population outside of India?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. So
Did
he
you
made
know
some.
Portugal, Brazil has the highest black population outside of Africa?
Really?
Yeah,
Huh?
I would see that.
That's crazy.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
black people in
A
Brazil.
lot of
In
black
Brazil.
people in Brazil. Obviously, it depends on how you measure it. But
Yeah.
Because
Really?
it's a lot of mestizos,
What is
What
that?
is that? Mestizos.
mixed. A lot of mixed black people. So it depends on how you calculate it. Because are you adding up all the mixed people? Then yeah, for sure. But if you're just like thinking about people that are predominantly African, then maybe not. You know?
This is an updated list too, and it's interesting. You see this?
What does it
Overseas
say?
Indian
So it's-
population. But we want to see cities, not countries.
Okay.
No, countries.
Well, United
Country-
States has got
Countries not.
number
It's
one.
not
yeah,
gonna
it
be.
can
It's
be
not gonna be
countries.
interesting though.
Countries has the most. Sorry.
It can't be countries because, like, yeah, if the U.S. has 300 million
Yeah,
people,
it's not as interesting.
Yeah,
you can't compare that to Canada.
But we're already saying that the U.S. has the most Indian people outside of India.
It does, but that's not interesting because there's the U.S. has a lot of ethnicities that are the most outside of that country.
Oh, I guess you can say the same about black people then. No, I mean compared to us, you can.
Anyways,
All right,
Durban in South Africa.
Ah,
Where?
Durban.
Where's Durban?
What the
South
heck?
that's like where Tyler's from in them
Yeah.
places.
Could be, yeah.
Has the most Indians outside of India?
That makes sense. South Africa.
Really?
It's tough. It's tough to find cities,
Yeah.
but like it says Nepal, United States of America, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, United Emirates, United Kingdom, South Africa, Canada. I don't know how to. Do you know how to pronounce that?
Myanmar.
Myanmar and yeah, that last one.
Yeah. Anyways,
Whatever.
Oh my god. Okay, let's get this right.
Not as
My throat
climatic.
is killing me. I need to take a Halls.
We doing Dear Relentless?
Yeah, we can do Relentless now.
Bet.
Okay, let's do one. This was a funny one. This one's long also, by the way. And
It's
my-
all good. Go crazy.
My voice is also already hurting me. Dear Relentless Diaries. First off, just wanted to say the pod is fire. Y'all literally the 2017 Warriors with how well y'all work together. But anyways, I just wanted to let
Appreciate
y'all
the best
know,
one.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I know about my Sunday afternoon, LOL. So I had got my errands done for the day. I said to myself, let me go get a massage. Let me go get a massage. The wear and tear from open runs was high key getting to me. So I went to a place I usually go to for massages, and it was all booked up because I wanted to walk in. So I began looking on Google for massage spots. I came across a self-owned massage spot who would let me walk in. So boom. I arrive at the spot and the vibes are nice. The vibes are right with a nice Asian lady. Room smelling nice and all that shit. So boom. The lady tells me to change and leaves the room. So then I strip to my boxers. That's usually what I do. Assuming the lady would just pull a towel over me, right? So I'm laying down, face down, waiting for her to come inside the room. And she comes saying, this is too much, and rips my drawers off. And
sounds
now
like
it's
what
just
happened
my...
to me.
What?
Oh,
We'll get to
what?
that.
You're a
Sorry.
victim.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
We've talked about this. You don't remember when the massage lady like squeezed my ass?
No, I do not remember that.
You did not talk
You
about
never
this.
talked about this with us.
Yes, we did. We talked about this on the pod.
Y'all
Okay,
remember this?
let's finish this. Hold on.
We'll get there.
It's just bare ass, my nigga. So I low-key was mad uncomfortable at this point. So I asked her if this is normal for all her male clients. She said, yeah. So I was like, all right, I'll thug it out. So she's massaging me and this lady's going to work so much that I began to feel a little aroused, LOL. To my surprise, I started getting up, LOL. But she could see that. So then she proceeded to ask me, do you want me to massage that one too? Word for word, bar for bar. And I said, okay. Laughing faces.
Word.
And I ended up getting a happy ending from this middle-aged Asian woman in big 24. The only issue I had is if it was warranted, because I ain't gonna lie, the lady gave me the twisted jigger of hell.
Of hell.
Hell?
Oh
she
my
was rough.
god.
And I got off within 3.5 minutes, which was a career high for me, I won't lie.
Wow.
You
I
wanted to
just
go to
wanted
hell.
the guy's opinions, and Zoe too, on if I should feel like a freaky ass nigga for this whole situation, or am I not tripping?
I like how Zoe looked at Bucho straight away.
Oh, did I?
Man, I mean,
You'd be surprised at how many guys have gotten happy endings. I'll say that.
Right.
listen, you didn't even go in with that intention.
Yeah.
She asked if you're down, and you were.
You experimented. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. And then you had a happy ending, and it sounds like she did too. So, shit.
It was consensual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not offering that to all her male clients, brother.
I don't think anything's wrong with it.
Yeah, you caught the lob.
Yeah.
You want me to do that too?
What?
That's what she said. You want me to do that too?
Oh.
To his penis. And he said, okay. And she
Yeah.
started.
I don't
He
know.
said
I mean,
she was going to
if-
work on
What
it.
did he ask? Am I a freaky ass nigga?
Is he freaky?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Nah.
if he should feel like a freaky ass nasty nigga for this whole situation, or is he tripping?
I don't think so.
I think you're blessed. Like, how would you feel like if in a past life your man did that?
In a past life, it's whatever.
It's cool, right?
I
What do you
think-
mean? Do you mean in a past life, or you mean a couple years ago?
Oh,
Like, no,
That's
in
what
a
he
past
means.
life, I mean,
past
before
life,
she
like
was
before
before
me, like
her.
before I met him or
Yeah,
whatever.
so a few years before meeting you.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
a
I'd
few
be like,
months.
damn, okay.
Few
Few
months.
months.
It's part
But
of the
did he know
lexicon.
me? If he didn't know
No,
me,
he
it's like
didn't
whatever.
know,
It's like okay, like you got a hand job from an old lady. All right, it's a little weird, but okay, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I appreciate this
Within
listener's vulnerability for
Within the confines of that situation, I don't think that's weird at all.
That's lit.
Yeah.
So they're doing that in Toronto now?
I didn't
Look
know
at your
that.
eyes sparkle, you freaky ass
I'm
nigga.
sure
You
they-
69 God.
I'm sure they
But
do.
what is wrong with being a 69 god? Like, is there something morally reprehensible about that? About being a freaky ass nigga?
And a 69 God.
Well, I'm
I
being,
love me a
I'm being
60
color. I'm being
I
colorful
love
with
me
the
a
69 part.
God.
Thanks for the emphasis.
That's what I'm gonna.
I'm being colorful with the
Turn
What's the
numbering
problem
part.
with that? Why do y'all like to get so scared when I talk about sex? When y'all talk about sex,
I'm not.
I
I'm
just eat
asking.
it.
I'm saying about being a
It's
freak.
giving misogynistic.
I
is what
didn't
it
say a
is.
word.
Yeah. see?
Tresor always gets a disgusted look on his face when I talk about sex.
I didn't say a word.
Like it's a problem. Trey's always like, ugh.
Why you look like that, bro?
I don't know you that well.
I didn't say a
Nah,
word.
When y'all talk about beating down things and getting your ass,
kn-
bare ass on whatever your massage was, I don't twitch
So
or
she
freak
massaged
out.
your ass too?
Bro, we've literally there's a
I've
clip.
never heard
Oh,
this.
shit.
A
There
clip?
is a clip of
I
this
did?
of me talking about being in LA, getting the massage, and the lady
Oh,
pulled down the towel and was massaging my ass.
Yes. now I
I've
remember- yes, I
never
remember
seen this clip.
Yes.
You were there.
We have 360 clips.
Do you
Oh,
think
God.
she would have gave you the happy ending too?
I said this in the clip. I think she whispered that in my ear.
Okay,
and
I
I
think.
didn't
All right, no, I
understand
remember
her.
this now. I remember. I remember. I remember.
I was not
I remember
there.
that part.
Okay, we might as well. Okay, so and then I was about to say we might as well finish. No, we might as well conclude the story.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
So
I just told her no. But
yeah, no,
That was
pause,
fire, that was
pause.
fire.
So okay, you said no. Why did you say no? Why didn't you move like this guy?
no, I'm saying I didn't even I couldn't the what she was saying in my ear. I couldn't even understand
Can you,
it. So
can
I
you
just
imitate
said
how
no.
it sounded like?
She just said, "Has you been saying massage?" And I was like, "Huh?" She was like,
Ah.
"Has you been saying massage?"
Right.
I was just like, "No."
So how do these women typically look then? How did your girl look?
Mine, she looked like she was probably in her 30s, 40s, maybe. It wasn't like a
Right.
super old lady.
Right. So in hindsight, if you understood her, you would have.
Not at that moment. It caught me too off guard.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in
So
I'm
the
not
happy
saying I would have
ending
never
era.
done it in my
Can women
life,
get
but
happy endings?
I'm sure it exists.
Two in the pink? Like what?
Yeah, I just feel like it's way more
That would be-
invasive.
What are we talking about?
Well, I mean, apparently it's a thing.
I
Do
think
you
it is
know
a
women
thing.
that get happy endings?
I saw it on TV once.
Okay.
So I'm like, I was kind of
Because there is
confused.
those like TikToks of the
I was kind of confused. Oh, well, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
You mean
Who
the
does-
bamboo raft rides in Jamaica?
No, not that.
Oh, okay.
There's like this guy on like TikTok and Twitter, and he does like these very sexual massages with women.
Right.
Like
Ass out.
Those are
extremely, like
non-massages, bro.
you're straddling him, he's like caressing and
That's
like
more
pulling
massage.
and like he has hands in all
Word.
places.
That's like the BBL girl
He's, like,
doing cutting your hair. Like that's not
stretching
real.
you. No, that's worse than that.
That's
That's
not-
way
neither
worse.
And
of
like
them
the
are
girls
real.
are oiled up too.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
oiled up. He's
so
like
you could
straddling
like
them.
not accident, but you know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
god, no!
Like it can happen
And he's
pretty
like-
smoothly if she wants it to happen.
If she
Saying they're
wants
ditty
it to
dog.
happen, it's very like the access is super easy.
Yeah.
That is that a happy ending for a woman?
If they're touching it,
So are you judging a woman if she does that?
I can't technically. I think it's a little call it a double standard. I think it's kind of crazy because
Mm.
it's a lot more invasive.
I think that one's a little bit more
Insertion.
because when like
Yeah,
for
it's a
example,
lot more
happy ending is
invasive.
basically just a hand job.
yeah.
That's
Those massage they're basically like dry. Like the girls are like dry humping him basically. Like their legs are wrapped around him.
Yeah.
He's like in like very like sexual positions with these women as he's massaging them, right?
By happy
But the
ending, do
woman-
you mean fingering?
But even if
Well, I'm trying
but
to say from a
that would be
woman's
the
perspective,
woman's
it would be
version.
fingering, right?
Okay.
Or
But even
oral.
that, I'm saying, I think no, that's kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
But I think I've heard that does
that would be,
happen.
that you only believe, or she uses a
Nah,
dildo
nah.
on you or something like that.
That's crazy
toy.
too. That's crazy. But I've heard
Yeah.
some happy endings they've had some fellation in it. I've heard that before.
What do you mean?
Like
Fellatio.
oral.
Oh,
I've heard that.
that's
But I feel like that's
Yeah,
kind of OD
yeah, it's not
too.
very,
But-
it's very, not very sanitary.
It was
Well, yeah.
prostitution before.
Yeah, the happy ending is
but that-
prostitution.
yes. Okay, yes. you're
Now
right.
it's prostitution.
That was
The-
prostitution.
The happy ending is like I'm on the line of prostitution.
Because I like how she sold that. She's
Oral
like, I'm
is
already
like I'm in prostitution. Like I'm on the line with the happy
Yeah.
ending.
Now you're.
And
Would
now I'm
you
in
Both are.
prostitution.
Okay.
Yeah.
would you let your man get a happy ending? You two go on like a couple's massage
Holy
and
shit.
she asks about a happy ending and you're there and he looks to you for the approval. What,
No.
what do you say?
No, I don't think so.
That's
Fair.
OD.
That's
Why
insane.
can't I just do the happy ending? Maybe she can coach me. I would do it if she
Now
was
that's
Wait.
freaky.
I didn't know that
Is
was
that-
your bag.
Wait.
That's freaky.
Is that freaky?
Because I guess they're experts, right?
So
Yeah.
you would like be about it if like she was also in the room.
Yeah, if she was
giving
like,
you
if
advice
she was like,
and
cup
stuff.
here, da da da, this, blah blah blah, I would do that.
You would let another woman teach you how to.
You would let someone else be a cuck.
I think that's better than me watching her jack off my man in 3 minutes.
That's pretty progressive.
Interesting.
Okay, I didn't know that about
It's
you.
Interesting.
better, but a lot of things are better that you shouldn't do.
So you think I should let him get the happy ending
No.
rather than
No. You shouldn't do either. Really? Don't learn how to give handjobs from some old Asian lady. And
But it
Not
would
all
spice things up
middle-aged.
for you for her to be in there with the coaching.
actually, I can't. Nah, do as you
I don't
must.
think it's that bad.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's a bag. It's
I'm not
specific.
saying it's bad.
It's very specific.
surprising.
So number one, I don't even know.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
There's number one, like combos.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
No,
god.
step one.
That's funny. I don't know, but I don't know. Like, I feel like with a happy ending, I feel like I'd be embarrassed when I'm done.
It'd be crazy.
I don't even like
post-nut
hand
clarity.
jobs like that. So it's like she must give the greatest of all time for it to really be worth it.
You don't like hand jobs?
Mm-mm, I'm better.
Yo, that's real. That's real.
You've never heard that? Like in
You've never heard that before?
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't.
What's the problem?
No, it's,
What's the problem?
That just sounded so crazy. I'm better?
yeah, you asked. You asked why, right?
Like you're better at giving yourself a hand job
Mm-hmm.
than any girl has ever been.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing.
Jill is his favorite. I don't know if I'm not gonna explain that one though.
But what'd you say?
Jill is his favorite.
Listen, I can't suck
Jill?
myself off.
J.I.
Oh wow.
That
Okay.
it's like a elementary school joke.
I never heard that.
Yeah, I can't suck myself off, and I wouldn't if I could.
Oh
I can't have sex with myself, but I can give myself a hand job. So I don't really. We don't. What are we doing?
But isn't it like
But Zoe, you know
Some
exactly
dudes
what
do
you
yeah,
do
but I'm
that,
saying,
though.
isn't it different? Because like it's a woman like in the room, and like if she's naked or da da da, doesn't it like turn you on more that there's like a fine ass body doing it, other than your dry hand and the bottle of Vaseline?
It'll feel okay, but there's other.
Oh my God.
there-
Why is your face like that?
dry ass hand.
You're gonna say, why did you look at me like that?
No, because I'm saying what you're saying is correct from a visual standpoint.
Mhm.
Right.
But I get from a technical standpoint.
Right. You just.
So what makes you
'Cause
better?
it's you- but Zoe, you're
It's
Zoe,
like
but you're out of
it's mind body connection.
But you're acting like it's not the same for you.
You're better.
You
Oh, yeah, for
can
sure.
make yourself climax faster than anyone
Yeah,
else
yeah.
could because you are you.
Oh, so yeah, I can
Like
see
you
that.
would know what
But
to
I'm not.
do.
I don't. First of all, I'm grown. I don't. And if your family stop listening, I don't finger bang myself anymore.
Oh,
Like,
word.
I use toys.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
grown.
Do that
There's
anymore.
no.
That still counts.
point.
That still counts.
But I'm saying, okay,
That still
fair.
counts.
Yeah.
You
To
could do
finger
that
bang
faster
yourself as
than
a woman, I feel like grown woman is kind of. I mean, to each his own.
Wait, why?
It's just toys are just like so innovative and
Right.
like
It's,
we've come
it's
so
so
far.
19th century.
We've come so far to not use toys.
Okay.
As a woman, you're saying.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, a rose
It's-
versus
it's-
my fingers. Come
yeah.
on.
It's like using like a Nokia at this point.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
technology has advanced. Why are we
So
still
what
using
if-
Motorola flip phones? Get yourself an iPhone, girl.
What if your man like
That's
felt
real.
the same way?
About toys? That's a double standard y'all gotta hold. Sorry.
Like he said he
told-
doesn't beat his meat, he just uses a pocket.
I told you that's a double standard y'all gotta hold. That is weird.
And I'll hold it too.
That's
yeah,
weird.
yeah. You guys keep that.
If my man has a fleshlight, no. You're not my
wildin'.
man. That's weird.
You're wild.
That is
That's
kinda
weird.
crazy.
Or like a
That's
big
pretty
fake booty.
crazy.
That's disgusting.
That's
Silicone
Insane.
ass.
That's
Yeah.
even worse.
What about when we're like 60 and they just have like fake sex robots that just look like a woman and feel like a woman?
AI
Ew.
sex
That's
toys.
crazy.
I'm not saying shit because you don't know what the trend will be. I'm not saying shit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
You guys not
Honestly,
going?
don't
You
know.
guys not going for that? One
The
time?
AI sex toys. I don't think so. No.
Anyway, is there another
Oh yeah, we do have more. Okay, so yeah, long story short, he's not wilding. Okay,
Yeah.
someone got
Damn, that
confessing
tells
one's
you.
feelings to a friends with benefits. Dear
Mm.
Relentless Diaries. First, wanted to say, big fan of the podcast. Every Thursday, I'm tapped in, ready for the YouTube upload. You guys are doing the thing and making Toronto GTA proud. Oh, thank you. Basically, there's a guy I've been emotionally attached to for 2+ years at this point, and I want to tell him my feelings. For context, we are both 23. We currently don't live in the same city. I'm in the GTA. He's OS of the other side of the GTA, but still in Ontario. And we've been friends with benefits, not so much benefits anymore, but just friends right now. I'm nervous on how it will play out because it's been something I've been holding in for a while. I need Zoe and the guys to give me perspective of how I should go about it and what to expect for the future of our friendship. Girl,
Okay.
Okay.
That's a simple answer.
let me holler at you real quick. It's not that simple of an answer. It is, but it's not. If you are willing to risk the downfall of the friendship, say it. You have to be open to the possibility that this could fuck up your friendship. 110%. Once you break that glass ceiling on a friendship, it's not impossible to come back, but it's very hard unless both parties are mutually interested, right? So, like I said,
She said they were friends with benefits before, though, right?
yes, but now they're just more friends. But she has feelings for him.
They were fucking before. Now they're not.
Yes.
She has feelings for him
Yes.
and would like to.
To express it. I say, if you are willing to roll the dice and you are not scared of potentially ruining a friendship, do it. If you think that you value the friendship more and you want to stay safe, I would not do it.
Isn't she trying to? Isn't that the goal, regardless?
What?
To end the friendship.
I don't think
She
so.
wants to upgrade. the
Yeah, she wants
friendship.
to make it into something that isn't
Yeah,
a friendship,
but if,
right?
for example,
She's
if-
blowing it up either way.
Yes, but if he's not,
She just has to be ready for not the outcome she wants. Right?
that's my point. But my thing is, even the friendship aspect would kind of be changed. Like you
Oh,
can't,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yes,
blow it
yeah,
up and be like,
absolutely.
okay, cool, we can go back to being friends and maybe fuck sometimes. No,
Yeah, but at this point,
or
like,
you blow it up and everything goes left and you're not friends at all.
Mhm.
Mm.
I don't know. But to me,
It sounds like it'll end either way.
yeah, but this is what I'm
That's a good way
saying.
to
Like
put it. It's gonna end either way.
in the friends with benefits, even if you reverted back to friends, once the feelings are there, the dynamic has changed forever already. Because even if she doesn't tell him, you're still gonna be moving as a friend, but you still like him, so you're gonna be moving differently regardless. Now, but you like him. Now he can't come be like, yo, this girl, now you're acting different because you
Oh, yeah,
like
'cause
him
you
on
like
the
him.
low. So
There's no friendship.
like,
Yeah, there's no
friendship anyways because you already like him.
That's- I
Once you
feel
guys
like-
start liking each other, you're not fully friends. Now, this is coming from me who said I'm friends with people that I've had situations with, but like I said, you are friends to a degree. Like you're not best friends, you're not the greatest of friends, you're cool. You're friends.
I like to say friends at arm's length.
Yeah, exactly.
From a distance.
Arm's length is even generous.
So kind of like, yeah, like she said, if you're okay with the potential of not being friends anymore, but at this point, if you already like him, like you might as well, because you yourself can't genuinely just be his friend if you have feelings for him.
It's a little bleak, but you have less to lose than you probably think. Is
Yeah.
what we're saying.
No, not if she values the friendship.
Yeah, but what we're saying is you have these feelings, so it's kind of like you're
So
not.
regardless,
it's not even really.
Yeah.
Because you have
And
these
it's been
feelings.
2+ years. She said she's.
Which
had
is
these
why,
feelings.
like, yeah, do it. Express yourself and
Yeah.
and take your approach however you do it. But like, yeah.
Or you have to be real with yourself. Like, do you think that he likes you too? If you don't, it might be easier for you to just take a step back on your own. But then again, you don't want to wonder what if. So I get if you want to say something, but if you know, like if you kind of know that he's not really feeling you like that,
You'd still say no. Don't say it. Don't say anything. Don't bring it up. I feel like express yourself. Get it off your chest. Then at the very least,
because
you
if
know,
he doesn't like you, you're gonna take a step back anyways. Your ego might get hurt a little bit, but I mean, you might as well say it. If
you're kind of
already-
nipping
yeah.
something in the like. You're kind of after 2 years, but like,
Yeah, if you already like him, then you might as well.
just do it.
Some people, it depends. Some people can bounce back from that, but like you said, you're gonna be friends at arm's length at best. Like you're not gonna be great friends.
Life is short, yo. Don't be in this little weird 50-50 shit. Just
Yeah.
shoot that shot.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you're saying you guys don't even live in the same city. It's not like you're running into him every day. Like, just
don't
say
That's
it.
don't,
true,
don't
too.
overthink it. I think you know.
I don't like saying the worst thing he could say is no because it seems like
Yeah.
bad things could always happen. But yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of the situation.
Go
you're in.
crazy. Go
Just do
crazy.
it.
Try it there.
Yeah, just say it.
This Peel and Durham long distance relationship.
Word. Ajax to Hamilton.
I mean, yeah. I guess. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna get it off your chest, get it off your chest.
Yeah.
But I believe that people use the term friends with benefits way too loosely.
What should they say if they have friends that have sex? What
They
else
were
should
fucking.
they say?
I'm getting that dick. That's
Oh,
my
so they're
dick
not even
supply.
friends anymore.
It's very hard to, maybe because I just look at the word friends so heavily.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me to be genuine friends
With someone that you're
with a
sleeping
guy that I'm smashing. I can have respect for him. You know what I'm saying? Like I could,
Right.
we can still like be cool and kick it and da. But like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come to you and like vent to you about other guys. I'm not really
Yeah.
gonna tell you like, no.
Yeah. It's
While
it's-
the
it's-
situation is going.
Yeah, it's a line.
Yeah, or even after. I feel
So
And
is
it's
that
like-
sneaky them?
it's my dick supply.
It's
Okay.
a casual situationship,
Yeah.
kinda to an
Yeah.
extent, right?
Situationship is a stretch.
Yeah,
I would
that's-
not call it situationship.
I could
It's not French.
It's not really. It's
Well,
not
we
my
don't
friend.
actually don't. We actually don't know specifically for this
Yeah.
person, but
For sure. I just think in general,
Yeah,
people
yeah,
use
I
the
agree.
term friends and benefits because that's not your friend, bro.
yep, yeah,
That's
I
a
agree.
guy that you're smashing, or it's a girl that you're getting coochie from. That's not really your dog. Like,
Sneaky link. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you are different.
I mean,
Yeah,
It's
we
like-
know where I stand with this.
Yeah.
shit.
Mucho, are there girls that you've been with that you're gonna go to their wedding?
Yeah. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, I think so.
there's some where
I
I,
think
might
so.
get invited.
I would go.
That's crazy. All right.
I would go.
All right.
It could
Yeah.
not be nothing like
But
close, like in time period.
yeah.
But like, yeah,
That's
there's
interesting.
like there's girls that say I was with in like 2017 or 2018 and haven't been with since then, and we just have
And
a
you guys are
friendship,
cool enough now
and we're
that you would.
cool enough that if you invited me to the wedding, yeah, I would go.
Word.
Would
But
you invite them to your wedding?
Yeah, and they probably wouldn't be high on the list.
Could your girl invite a man that she slept with to your wedding?
I'd be, of course, I would not want her to, but I'd be a hypocrite to say that you can't.
Okay.
You know what? It's probably 50-50 with me if because these are not women that I've talked to recently, but I'm sure if I see them, then we'd be cool. And I've been invited to weddings that I haven't talked to the girl in like
Yeah,
not that I slept with them, but like I'm saying I've been
Mhm.
invited to weddings where I haven't had communication with these people.
Cool.
So yeah, I can see it happening.
because I don't think you need to be super close with someone to go to their wedding.
You're right.
No, but someone you've had like.
But yeah, that
relation-
might be too mixy for the wife. So I'm not sure actually. I'm not
You
sure if
gotta,
I'd get
you got. I
invited.
think, but there would be a way to go about it though. You gotta like play your part.
I don't know if there's any guy that I've had
Mhm.
sex with that I'd be like, yeah, I'm invited to my wedding.
Oh, that's real.
Me neither.
To my wedding? No.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, him and I are cool. When we
Yeah.
see each other, it's all love. But like, if for me to actively reach out and say, hey, I really want you to be there when I marry the love of my life, fuck out of here.
No,
No.
on
That's
my
Me-
not
side,
me too.
necessary.
yeah, on my side, there's none that I would invite. Yeah.
Like, what?
No, I guess I'm alone here.
No, because I'm just thinking, we keep saying friends and people you have. I'm like, friend
You're
is
telling
someone.
this woman you've slept with that you would think actively less. I'd want them at my wedding.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But obviously, these aren't any women that I've been with like
Drake and the
in
Falling
a
Back
recent time.
I don't know.
But
That
also
throws
we
me
have
a
to-
little bit.
But also, we have to remember like how I kind of regulate my friendships. Like I'm not very like even the bestest of my friends. I'm not a helicopter friend. Like I'm not with you every day. I'm not seeing you. Like I don't need that aspect for me to call you my friend. Like we could be friends and haven't spoken a year, but I still consider you my friend because of like the relationship that we have with each other. You know how fly we are. So if it's a girl that like, I was fly with her. Like, yeah, I'd invite you. If you're still cool with me, I'm still cool with you. Yeah, sure. Like we were cool.
Especially if they're like part of a friend group
Yeah.
where you'd feel weird for excluding her. Like that's like punishing
get
her
that.
for having sex with her.
It's different. That's what I'm saying. It's different if like there's things like it's different if there's like drama or there was drama involved. It's different if it was someone who was like recent. Even say if it was someone who was very, very recent and I was cool with them, I wouldn't invite them just out of the principle that like that's kind of weird because like I was just with you before my wife. Like I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. But like if there's a
Y'all know how expensive wedding invites are?
if there's an extended period of time,
I don't give a fuck about no nigga I fucked. I'm not paying $200 a plate for this nigga I fucked come to my wedding. Get out of here.
This is all hypothetical. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
It
don't
was a
think
messy
I would
question,
either.
but
Yeah. I don't think I would either.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
None of them I'm still that close with where I'm like, you know what? Just go to my wedding.
Yeah.
No. Doesn't make it's not a birthday party.
Hey, thanks for-
Birthday party, okay, cool. Yeah, pull
Yeah.
up. Wedding,
Right.
man.
Mm.
And also men don't. Actually, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I have great aura.
Mhm.
But men, like,
They don't be giving.
no.
Oh, okay.
Like once the friends with benefits over, there's like y'all don't know how to draw the line.
Oh, that's real.
see, I'm not like that.
That's real.
That's yeah.
Like
That's fair.
there's
Yeah.
still guys that will still give me like a
Yo, like
yeah, like
So,
and even if
what
it's
are
not
you
like they're trying,
saying?
it might not even be they're trying to fuck right now, but it's like
it's still a little flirty and stuff.
like I remember what you can do, and I'm like, bro, don't do that. Like this is dead. It's been like 5 years.
You know
Dead
the meme,
this.
the video? It's, why you ain't sure? Like,
Yeah, like don't do that. Like
Yeah,
it's
see,
been
I'm
5
not-
years. We haven't had sex. Like it was cool, but like why don't you don't? The line is there.
yeah. See, I'm not
Dead
like
down.
that at all. I'll act like we've never had sex.
That's real.
Damn.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
though.
I
That's
respect
how
that,
it
though.
should be.
I do respect
And
that.
Out
especially-
in public. Yeah.
Especially if I see you like with another guy,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna be weird at all.
Yeah.
These guys will have
I'm
girls
gonna shake your head. I won't even
and
hug.
still
Yeah,
like
it was
respond
good.
to some of my stories and be like, still look good though. And I'm like, come on, yo.
And they have a girl.
Yes.
yeah, it's
That's
Remember when you let me in between? That was 2017.
Ew. Ew. But yeah, basically like that. And it was like, ew, like,
Yeah.
stop.
I don't like remember when we smashed people.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, what are you doing that for?
yeah.
What do you mean remembering? It's okay to remember when you had sex with someone.
No, but
No,
like
but
you
you
see
don't
them
have-
and
No,
they
but same thing.
People
Like,
that bring it up.
yeah.
Oh yeah, don't
Like,
do that.
why are you bringing it up?
No.
energy's not there. Why are you?
Exactly.
Literally, there's
That's
no
weird.
reason to talk about it. Like,
Especially if it was like mad years
it was
ago.
years ago.
This boat left a
If it was
long time
before the
ago.
pandemic, I don't want to hear it.
Oh shit.
Word. Even if it was in the pandemic.
That too, even if it was in the pandemic.
That was a different, like, we were in a different.
That's why everybody was
what did
catching
they say
their
in the
worst
Marvel
bodies,
universe? It was in a
That's
different,
what-
what's it
Alternate.
called?
That's what everybody was catching their worst bodies, yo.
No, chill.
I'm not saying all that.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
COVID?
That's wild.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
gonna say that.
What?
I'm not gonna say that.
I'm generalizing, but come on, yo. Pickings were slim. COVID? Yeah. God damn.
You hit some grenades during
Hey,
COVID.
man. Yo, just
That's
do the
funny.
math. Do the math.
The math on what? What's
Math-
the math?
yeah, what's the math?
How many new women are you meeting?
Not a lot.
So you're telling me these
Well,
are
I mean,
grenades
there's
you
the
already
internet.
hit?
Hmm?
These are grenades you already hit?
Well, there's
Yo,
the
let's not
internet.
get specific. There is.
I met a lot of new people during COVID.
You did?
So did I.
Because everyone was on the internet.
Everyone's
That's
on the
true,
internet.
that's
Clubhouse. What?
Mhm.
But it was harder to link people.
Yes, at
Not
the
if you
beginning.
You
Not
weren't
if you were
supposed to
sick.
link people.
Not if you were sick.
It was definitely harder.
Sick in what way?
I mean, sick as in like you were sly. Like not sick as in like, oh my God.
And
Fuck
it
it, we
depends-
both have it. Like,
Yeah.
And it depended on your
We
living.
both gonna die.
Literally.
And
Zoe
it
agreed to
depended
that.
on your living situation as well.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh dear God. Yeah.
It depended on your
man.
living situation as well. Because
Mhm.
with me and my friends,
Yeah.
we had something else going for us. Like
Where?
we had a studio.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
yes.
So we had a place that people could come.
Yo, I heard
congregate.
stories about Tresor's studio back in the day.
First of all,
Oh.
it wasn't my
I
studio.
heard stories about that.
I don't know what stories you. I don't know what stories you heard. We were there to make music.
2021,
The Battery
yeah.
Studio?
The battery
Yeah,
studio.
I'm putting sauce in it. I'm
Yeah,
putting
well,
sauce
that's
in it. I'm putting
propaganda.
sauce in it.
That never
No,
happened.
it's not.
We can't make
No,
that.
it's not.
the
We cannot make
episode.
that.
Why not?
I like
No.
it. I'm riding with it.
That is propaganda. We had some fun times at the studio.
Battery
yeah.
Studio?
Wholesome,
Wholesome
fun
fun
times.
times.
You know damn
As
well
well.
that shit was not wholesome.
No,
Yeah.
for the majority it was. There was some stuff going on, but
Right.
majority it was wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only place we could go hang out.
Real.
Everyone's making music. You get your friends in there, your friends that have never hopped on a mic, force them to make a song.
Yeah,
like,
man.
It was a vibe.
Little did we know people
Yeah,
were
for
hopping on
sure.
mics when they
Come
didn't
on,
know.
yeah, hello.
like-
Making lovely music. You know what I mean?
Period.
that's funny.
Okay.
We are there, but
To be fair, I never had sex in the studio. I'm saying that. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just putting that out
Ever
there.
thought
Of
about it though?
course, you thought about it. I never did it.
Yeah.
It's a small studio.
Yeah.
so we were doing one more.
I said we can either move on to. We have like one more.
Is it a good one?
topic.
I'd say let's do one more, and we're
I
there.
mean, it's like a whatever one.
2:30.
Let's see which one we have. Okay, this one is how. This is like a very like basic one. How to adjust to corporate. Hey,
Ah.
don't be mean. We have to do these.
Let's
People
see,
write
yeah,
in.
yeah, let's see if it's a
Hey
big-
y'all, this might be a question that maybe Zoe or Mucho can answer, but how do
Yeah.
I adjust to corporate lifestyle? I feel like I'm overwhelmed with tasks and so little time, and I feel like my boss looks at me with a side eye whenever I leave at my scheduled time. Everyone in my office likes to flex about leaving late, which is insane. I'm going home and watching my shows. Thank you. So how do you adjust?
I'll let you start, but I got some ideas.
I don't. My thing is like, I don't know really about like I've had a corporate job since I was like not the same company, but corporate style job since I was probably like in my early 20s, like maybe like 2018, 2019. So it's like when you're younger, the adjustment's different because yeah, people like you're working like it's a very vast. What's it called? Actually, yeah, there's a vast
It's
like
a
difference
vast
between like
age demographic,
yeah, age
yeah.
demographic. Where you have like VPs who are like in their 40s and 50s working extra this and that, and you have like managers who are trying to be VPs, so they're showing out whatever,
And even,
whatever.
even the people that are juniors, sometimes they're in the 30s, 40s. Yeah.
That's true too, and they're also trying to like I said, it's kind of like trying to get promoted, so they work extra hard and da da da. I would say be efficient. Find a way to be efficient, but also don't overstretch yourselves for these people. You know what I mean? Like, don't work until 8, 9 p.m. because you think you can get that promotion. Like, life doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Do very efficient work. Do things that work for you. Find a good flow. Find a good mentor in your company who can help you. Someone you trust. It's a little bit harder. It's easier said than done. But I feel like that's also helped me, find someone who can like mentor you through these like changes or whatever. But yeah, don't try to like leaving your scheduled time is not a bad thing. I knew a girl who used to 4:59 hit your laptop, click, and she was out.
Real.
I respect it.
Mhm.
And she probably did fine.
As you should.
Yeah, she definitely did fine.
So yeah,
So-
I don't know what lane this person's in. I don't know if because like if they're in investment banking or something,
Yeah,
then some of those you actually have to just do late hours because that's the culture and stuff like that. I think in some law fields they have to, but for the
That's
most
true.
part, I'm just gonna generalize. For the most part, it's not about working hard; it's about working smart.
exactly.
Mm.
That's what it's about. So loosen up your tire, whatever. Be yourself. Be confident.
Mm-hmm.
Look at your manager in the eye and tell him, "Hey, I'm leaving at 5." And he'll appreciate that. Yo, work's done. I'm leaving at 5. Is that all good? Bet.
Yeah.
Sometimes we overthink things because we're scared of these superiors because they're like in their 40s and you're in their 20s.
Yeah.
But like once you just like loosen up and just realize everybody's striving for the same thing, you're blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I compare myself now to when I started working, like I'm way less stiff about things. Like
Way less stiff.
I barely even code switch anymore.
Oh, I don't code switch at all.
At first, like I was putting on like
Same.
I don't even think I sound like crazy unprofessional or anything, but I was putting on a crazy like white voice. I'm like, yo, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just erase all that, be yourself, be confident, be upfront. And as long as you're doing your work and you're communicating that, you're blessed.
And also, but like to Mucho's point, definitely work smarter, not harder. But don't not do your work. Like if you don't get shit done, then you have to like stay later. Like if you're not working, my point is be efficient. If you think that you can like, oh, I haven't done any of my tasks today, so I'm gonna like still log off at 5. You gotta be smarter about that. Find an efficient way to get your shit done or communicate to your team. Like I don't believe in code switching, but I use corporate terms when I need to. If I say I don't have the bandwidth for this right now, that's letting you know. I'm not letting you write up.
Yeah.
Listen, you give me this project, but it might not be done by the time you need it.
Sometimes that lingo gets you out of a jam.
No, for sure. For sure. That's my favorite thing. Oh, my bandwidth right now is a little tight.
Yeah.
That's what I be letting people know. And being open like with your superiors, or I don't know if it comes superiors, but like with your leadership team or whatever, that can get you a long way too. Right.
Yeah, but I'll go up to a CFO and be like, yo, how's your weekend, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like,
I don't code switch.
I think finding like a middle ground with your strengths and weaknesses and picking your battles in the sense that like, because I'm sort of in a similar situation and it's like, like figuring out your non-negotiables and stuff like that. Like if you in compromises, if that's like really your main kind of gripe is like, I need to leave when I'm supposed to like be allowed to leave. Like, and you're not going to move on that. Like, okay, maybe, and then like maybe the compromise in the middle ground to find on that, maybe go for lunch with them like once in a while or something like that, you know? Because it's like I'm the type of person, I don't want to go for lunch with anybody and it can compromise sort of the dynamic and everything, but I will stay later. I will talk about sports with you when we're getting coffee at the same time. Like that's easier for me to do than it is for me to, like that really is painstaking. My break is my fucking break. I'm not gonna go hang out with you guys on my break.
But that's one thing that younger people are like kind of bad at though.
Yeah,
you have to be personable.
But pick your battles, you know what I mean? And what you're good at. If you're able to like have a sports conversation with your other coworkers and stuff like that, and that's your way of being human to them and being able to like, do that. Find what works and settles the best with you.
That's real.
Yeah, I feel like now that I've crossed the line with like my work, especially like my direct manager knowing that I have a podcast, like I feel like I'm a little bit like too cool with it. Like she's like, she's like, yeah. Oh, are you recording today? And I'm like, girl,
Yo.
I bet you just have to put
I'm not mad at it though, because she'll be like, oh, like I want to go for drinks after on Tuesday. Like, are you free? She'll, oh no, wait, you record on Tuesdays, and I'm like, you just.
Do you think she's listening right now?
I don't know.
Oh, Martha was crazy the other day. You should talk about that on your podcast.
Oh.
You get that?
Do you
get
people do tell me,
tell you
like,
what
you
to
talk about this on your podcast?
Oh,
and I'm
my
like,
God.
girl.
At work?
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Some stuff like, oh, what's on your podcast? What are we talking about this week? And I'm like, I hope y'all don't listen.
Are you going to talk about this?
Yeah.
The dual life goes crazy.
You just got to do the minimum amount needed to get everything done.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sweet spot where
That's
you
efficient.
can do the least that makes it work.
Yeah,
Then you're good. Don't overexert yourself.
that's real.
Okay, do we want to do one more or do you want to save some of these for next week? Some of them are kind of evergreen.
We're right there. Actually.
Yeah,
We're at 2:30, so
we can say
Okay. I mean, the only thing that we had was like Vince Carter's jersey and then Derrick Rose also retiring.
that's a little evergreen too, and we'll come back around.
Well,
Derrick Rose
Vince.
retiring is like,
I mean,
Yeah, let's do Derrick Rose.
yeah. I
not
mean,
much
we
to say
got,
other than-
we got nothing but good things to say about both, right?
Yeah.
So-
I feel like Derrick Rose retiring made me feel very old. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you guys felt old, but I felt very old. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I remember like watching Derrick Rose in like high school and everyone being like Hampton, like now everyone's a Chicago
Oh, wow.
Bulls fan and
Yeah.
this, and this is like this crazy guy with this crazy
Unstoppable
vertical and
Bulls.
unstoppable force, and now it's like he's retiring.
Right.
You've only been out of high school for 10 years.
That's a long time.
It is, but it's like I felt very aged.
D-Rose
when
what,
he-
like a 91?
Derrick Rose was him.
right?
I-
That seems young.
Yeah. He's also the poster boy of things getting cut short and like what could have been.
For sure,
type
for
thing,
sure,
right?
for sure. He is a big what if theory. Him and the Brooklyn
Brandon
Big
Roy.
Three.
Brandon Roy too. Yeah.
I would say
And the Brooklyn Big Three is the biggest what if?
I think so.
I don't think so. I think we saw.
We saw what happened.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I saw a couple fourth quarters with them, and we saw what would happen when there's 3 people on that level
with
having
Ben
to share.
Simmons, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie.
Well,
James Harden.
Well, throw
I'm
out,
talking about James Harden. I'm talking about the original one.
wait, what?
Wasn't it Kyrie?
You're not talking about Ben Simmons. You're talking about Kyrie, Harden, and Durant.
Yeah. Ben Simmons was not there when
Ben Simmons was
that was going
he
on.
Was when they blew it up and they got Ben Simmons.
Oh,
for it.
you're right.
They
Okay,
traded
yeah,
him
that's what
to
I'm talking
Philly.
about. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't even really look at that as a what if. I saw what happened, and that's what happens when you put 3 people that big together on a team.
I agree. I also think that when people just automatically
Miami
see,
was an outlier.
people just automatically see 3 big names. That's going to be
They
the
think
greatest.
it's-
Look at the
yeah, that
Lakers.
shit's not-
They had Carmelo. They had Westbrook. They had LeBron. They
They were
had
all-
AD.
Look at the
Old.
Thunder that one year.
They were all old though. I think that's different.
But people were like, "Oh my God, this is the Lakers' next thing. Niggas
Yeah.
are unstoppable."
Nah,
Hell
they're
no.
all
even
old.
even Nash and Dwight, 2013.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
With the
those.
Lakers,
people,
yeah.
people.
But
But yeah,
Derrick
I mean,
Rose,
D-Rose greatest highlight package I could think of.
yeah,
Mm.
Derrick Rose was him
Yeah.
for sure.
I remember working at Champs like when he was kind of not even in his heyday. I think he was still, but his shoes and like what he meant to people, like
Mm.
he's an icon to a lot of
Were you
people.
guys scared
Not
of
gonna
wearing
lie.
were you guys scared of wearing the D Roses after he tore his shit?
I
Not
never
gonna
wore
lie,
D-Roses.
I hurt myself wearing D Roses,
Oh.
it's all good. They were very lightweight. I hurt my
Yeah.
ankle.
There was the type of shoe where people
Well,
come
he
in
tore
and
his
get
ACL like
4
twice, no?
pairs of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that
tearing
was the
ACL
era.
once is already detrimental. Tearing it twice, brother.
Didn't KD do that too?
No.
Achilles.
Katie,
Oh,
yeah,
Katie
his
just tore his
Achilles, yeah.
Achilles.
Derrick Rose,
But,
was,
yeah.
he was also very influential in the
Lonzo
sense.
was ACL, right?
Lonzo was
He tore everything.
different. I think he his cartilage atrophied and he had to get like a transplant into his
Oh,
knee.
geez.
It was really bad.
Well, he
Yeah.
said he has like a new knee now. He's back.
Yeah.
They reconstructed it.
Yeah.
I was just saying, Derrick Rose is also very influential in the sense that basketball is like it's like one of the highest paid sports for professional athletes. Like the contracts are insane, right? Like your average NBA player in contrast to an average pro sports player in any other sport, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Derrick Rose is a lot to thank for that because in his rookie
Are you
contract.
sure? Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure there's. I'm sure soccer
like,
players.
yeah,
make more.
besides
Yeah.
soccer and
Soccer
baseball,
and baseball and
that's it.
Yeah, but
That's it.
both of those are pretty top heavy.
And
Yeah,
even in a
exactly.
general sense, I don't know if MLB players get paid
Yeah,
on average more.
no. The top guys.
Oh, I
get
see
banged.
what you mean.
And the like capacity of like players being able to get paid like a max contract or $200 million off of outside of their rookie contract, like your next contract, that's what you're getting. Derrick
Yeah.
Rose kind of made that possible because he was like the youngest MVP at the time.
Mhm.
So for you to be playing at an MVP level inside your rookie contract made it possible for guys to get that type of contract after.
Yeah.
Fair.
No,
Derrick Rose
there's
was-
something in the CBA called the Rose Rule.
Yeah, like he has a rule named after him because of how good he was when he was young.
Rookies
Derrick
are
Rose was
able
him,
to
and
get
I
paid.
want to think. I be thinking about now how we look back at Derrick Rose and we're like, "Yo, he was that guy, and he was amazing." I wonder if kids hear us talking about Derrick Rose and feel like how we felt about
Michael
older
Jordan.
people. No, not even Michael Jordan. I'm
Oh,
talking about
I thought
like
Iverson.
because that's like Stan.
Iverson's
No,
kind
not
of
even Iverson because
Iverson
Iverson
was
was
a
not a
Stan
bad
too.
example.
Nah, I think it is because Iverson was an anomaly. Derrick Rose wasn't an anomaly. He was just a very extremely good player. I feel like I wonder if they feel like how we felt when people talk about like Oscar Robertson and all that, where they're like,
you're
"Yo,
talking
he
about
was
back
this
in-
mythical
like,
guy.
He
They-
was him," and we're like, "Man, like, don't nobody care about no
But you
Oscar
said
Robertson."
the best highlight package ever, though. So it's kind of like
Yeah, but
'Cause
back then they didn't have that.
Back
but,
then,
like,
they
yeah.
didn't. I think what's saving people from our generation and up is HD highlights, right?
Because
So
those
you-
hardwood classics were terrible.
they look awful. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Even Michael Jordan, like that's why I liked watching Last Dance.
Yeah.
Like they
It
had
put a
like
lot
the,
into
the- the-
perspective.
yeah, they had the footage where they re-upscaled it or whatever, so it looked amazing.
I never seen that
Yeah,
like
like
in
I haven't-
HD like that. Yeah,
so
yeah, that
it
highlight.
made it
yeah.
look like more real. It made it look like I'm watching him now. So the fact that you watch a Derrick Rose highlight and it looks the same quality wise as a John Morant highlight, I feel like kids will always like or give it more respect than we are doing for those guys in black and white.
yeah.
I think he'll have his
probably.
moment
We
where
need the
like he
Wilt
gets his
footage.
documentary and kids see it and they'll be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was that guy.
He probably should. Definitely one of the even his high school mixtape.
Oh, crazy!
So I feel like even
crazy.
before
With
Last
them
Dance,
baggy ass shorts,
kids
man.
were still not understanding how great Michael Jordan was. before Last Dance. I
Before
feel like a
Last
lot
Dance.
of
The kids,
Last
they
Dance
don't care
helps.
about. The kids don't care about
that
Michael
didn't
But-
Jordan.
change things for those kids.
Yeah,
I
don't
think
think
it,
it
no. I
changed
think
it.
around like the kids, like the high school kids now, like around my cousin's age, it definitely.
You think
did.
Last Dance made them go, oh, okay?
From what I've heard them say, yes.
I've seen a couple like draftees, like they ask like who's the GOAT, and they're starting to say Michael Jordan more.
I think I think the Last Dance
Yeah.
did a
Because
shit.
that was a moment. Nobody had anything else to watch.
Preserving history
That was
is an
a
important
great
thing.
moment.
Yeah.
That documentary was a 12 out of 10.
So you
Yeah.
think that will happen when LeBron gets his own documentary?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
But I mean, for us,
Think
we
about it, though,
saw it in real time.
but-
Like, there's no, you know.
Basketball was done and the world was shut down, and it was
Yeah.
supposed to come out in June after the finals. And the NBA went, okay, since there's no basketball, we're going to release this Michael Jordan documentary early.
Genius.
So it was just the way that came out was, I don't know, was the greatest thing ever. Like, we'll
Such
never.
a good
The,
documentary.
and
the
I swear-
insecure Last Dance Sundays were.
Oh.
And I swear, didn't
Oh.
This is why people
wow.
liked Pandemic.
That was
Last
great
Dance and
pandemic
Insecure.
time.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But also,
yes.
I swear, didn't Genius come out in COVID, or was that after
That was
the
after.
Kanye
it was-
doc?
It may have been a
was-
year
No,
after.
it
Was
was
that
like,
COVID round
2022.
two?
That was 2022. That was
Oh,
maybe,
was it?
Yeah, it wasn't too long.
that was
ago.
another one though. I remember being
Genius
I feel
was
like
a
hype
it
long-
was
at that.
COVID though, wasn't it? Or like we were locked down.
in
Was it?
Canada.
I thought it was
probably.
2022.
No, that was yeah.
Did we
Is
not still
it?
have lockdown in 2022?
We did to an
Nah.
extent.
No, no.
It's a-
What?
no, it was
2022, we
done.
were outside.
2022?
We were outside.
January.
Oh, yeah, it was 2022.
January was Omicron a little bit, but then after that we were blessed.
Yeah, we were outside 2022.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
And then shout out one of the Raptors goats, Vince Carter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I won't say Raptor. I almost said Raptors goat. No, but it's Kyle Lowry for sure. 100%.
Oh.
yeah,
Kyle Lowry, Raptors go?
yeah.
Oh,
But let's focus on Vince Carter.
okay.
Raptor OG, I would say that.
Sorry,
You can call him.
Nah.
Why, Damon
Uh,
Stoudemire's
He's one of the
OG.
Raptor goats for sure.
one
You
of
can
them.
call
yeah,
Vince
of
Carter
them.
one of the Raptor goats.
He's not.
If
the-
not number one, he
What?
has to be number two.
I
You
can't
putting
even. I
Vince
can't.
Carter over Kyle Lowry?
I can't even see how you.
Mucho just
argue
likes
that.
Vince Carter because he invented bottle service here. So Mucho's got a lane.
You're putting Vince Carter over
I
Kyle
hate
Lowry?
bottle service, but I know what you mean.
I know.
Would you put
Being an
Kawhi as
asshole.
one of our goats?
Top,
On the
Even
back
though
end?
even though he only
top
did 1
four.
year.
Top four.
4 or 5, yeah.
So I guess okay. Let's just okay. We don't have much to say about Vince Carter. Shout out to him. So let's do this. Give me the Raptors goats. Just 1 through 5.
Ooh, through 5.
Mhm.
This is easy.
Vince Carter.
Number 1.
Oh, I'm not no particular order. I
No,
gotta think
do it-
harder.
do it
if
in
I'm doing
order,
that. I don't know if
okay.
I can do it in the
So
order.
you
Hold
do
on.
it in order. We'll get back.
I don't know, bro. I'm not mad if people put Vince Carter
That's
at
crazy.
number one.
I'm mad. if
not
someone
mad.
does that.
I'll go Vince Carter, Kyle Lowry.
Mhm.
But how are you not putting the guy who got the championship at number 1?
Because he
Our only
left.
ch-
It was
I
against
get
his
it.
will. He hated every moment of
I
it.
get it, but
But-
he still was
Because-
the reason
'cause
we
you-
got
But he was
our
only here
only
for a
champion.
year.
Yeah, you
I
have.
get it.
You have to battle. He's the okay. Kawhi Leonard is the best player to ever put on a Raptors uniform.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right?
I'll take
Mm.
that.
Hakeem Olajuwon's put one on.
No,
Not
while
in
they were
his prime.
playing, bro.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What? What are you talking about,
Because
nerd?
we're talking about Kawhi being the best Raptor ever.
Okay.
Just because he won that championship doesn't mean he's
Just
the best.
because that's the
He's-
biggest
he's-
achievement you can
He's
get.
the
No.
best. He had the best season of a Raptor of all time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we could say that.
He's not the best rapper.
Okay,
Right?
so okay.
But when you say GOAT, you have to balance peak and longevity. You have
Okay,
to, you have to
fine.
balance both. At least that's how I think.
Peak
of it.
longevity and impact within the franchise. That's why
If
I
you-
put
if you-
Vince Carter.
okay, if you
have
calculate-
to. You
okay,
have
if
to
you
put
weigh
impact
impact
in
highly,
the
then
franchise.
Vince
well,
Carter
then
saved
Vince
the
Carter be
franchise.
number 1.
That's why I'm
Alright.
putting Vince Carter. Because Kyle Lowry, longevity wise, yes.
Because if
he
we're
made
talking
the
about
most
strictly
good
basketball, Vince Carter doesn't have an argument. Talking about strictly basketball.
in terms of
Because even
Why?
before Lowry won the championship, he was the best player on teams that did more than Vince Carter's Raptors.
yeah, but I don't think
Do you know what
that's-
Vince Carter's Raptors did?
Yeah, but Vince Carter's Raptors is fresh off an expansion team. I don't think that's fair.
But the year before Lowry came, we were damn near an expansion team. We were like,
We just sucked. We were an expansion team. We were
but I'm
just,
saying,
just
what were
sucked.
we, 22
Yeah.
and 60? Like,
Yeah, we were terrible. But nah, I'm just saying that because like Vince. Okay, we'll do the list. I'm
Yeah, let's
going
hear
Vince
yours,
Carter,
yeah.
Kyle Lowry,
Mhm.
DeRozan.
You're fucked.
These are all
You're
Kawhi.
fucked.
right.
What?
I don't know.
Then
who's
Pascal
five.
First of all, Pascal? You're not putting Pascal over DeRozan?
I
No.
might actually.
I'm putting. Are you guys drunk?
No,
I'm not.
he's our all-time leading scorer.
I'm putting
The reason we had Kawhi is because we traded DeMar.
and he shit his pants every fucking playoffs.
He never had one good playoff.
I don't give a fuck if he's scoring so many games in the 82. Every time it mattered, DeRozan was in Compton.
Shooting.
I'm not hearing shit. You're not putting DeRozan over Pascal, and you're also not putting
That's crazy.
Who'd you say before Kawhi? I'm not putting DeRozan over Kawhi either. Two things DeRozan was meant to do, he didn't fucking
I'm
do.
not even mad at it. I'm not even mad
I don't give a fuck about no
'Cause he got us
82
past that finish
games
line.
top scoring bullshit.
Nah,
Okay, you're having fun in the real season, bitch.
And
We're in the
also-
playoffs now. Who gives a fuck about the real season?
Yeah, but also
Talking shit.
But
No,
I
because
think
that pissed me the fuck off. Both of you questioning
Nah.
DeRozan over Pascal and the nigga who got the championship.
See, but with Siakam, I think we have recency bias.
Yeah.
Reverse recency bias with Siakam. Because of that championship year, how he really helped us, we're forgetting all of the other years and the years after the championship where he was terrible.
He shot the bed in the bubble.
When they gave him the
Oh
new
yeah, well we don't count the bubble. The bubble we just don't count.
Just
That was not a season.
past the
Fuck the Lakers win everything after that.
Past-
Now I know where you're at.
past the
with this.
championship, Siakam wasn't doing
He
nothing.
was an
wasn't
all
bad.
he was an all NBA player.
He had
after.
a
I was
He
gonna
had a
say, did
good
he have
year
an
in
NBA All-Star?
21-22, he had a good year.
He had a roll. He had motion off of the championship.
No,
I don't think
he had a legit All NBA year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It was a fake All NBA.
yeah, it was a fake All NBA year. You know, it was one of those.
Finish the list.
Yeah, I did. That was my.
Yeah, that
five.
was his list.
Okay.
That's it? Okay.
No, yeah, just top
I
five.
hear that. I'm just not
Let's-
hearing the order.
Let's hear yours.
The man, you can't. There's no way someone could be a greatest and they were there for 1 year. I can't.
Yeah.
He got us the thing that mattered. If Kawhi was not here, we would still be a team with 0 rings.
Yeah, but you're not putting him number one. are
No,
you?
not
Oh,
number
okay,
one, but
okay.
he is above DeRozan.
I'm not mad at that. Because
It would
I'm
have
not
to
mad
go
at it,
Vince
but-
Carter,
'Cause even-
Lowry,
even
Kawhi.
back in those days, people used to tell me DeRozan was the best player on the team. I'm like, are you
Not
guys
hearing
high?
it.
Yeah,
Not
no, I
hearing
know.
Are
it.
you guys high just because you guys like dunks and mid-range shots?
Yeah, in game 31. Like, who
But
cares?
just no defense, no spacing. Oh my god.
No.
And DeRozan, I have to give him credit for being a part of the resurgence of the Raptors.
That's
Yeah,
true.
being a
He
team
was,
that was
he was the face.
Yeah,
being
but
a
that-
conference finals level team that goes there every year.
Like, I think
he
that's
cultivated that.
But I think that's
In the playoffs.
I think that's
Yep.
important in the legacy of a player.
Mhm.
Besides before DeRozan, when it was just the Toronto Euro League,
Yeah.
and we had no
Brian Colangelo.
Yeah.
we couldn't rep the rap DeRozan made it okay to rep the Raptors again.
Yeah,
Even if they still
the
sucked,
We the
'cause they
North
still
era
sucked.
resurgence.
yeah.
They still sucked, but DeRozan at least gave a
They
glimmer of
suck.
hope that maybe somehow, some way, something
Something
could turn
happen.
around.
Yeah.
Man, we got
So
some
I
That's
have
good.
to
And
give
what
him
about
credit for
Bosh?
that.
I'm not putting Bosh in. the
What
top
about him?
five.
You're not putting Bosh anywhere?
in the top 5. I
He
don't
actually
know.
did 0.
What the
Yeah.
fuck did he do?
He was just a perennial all-star
Chris
that was on
Bosh
our
is an
team.
honorable mention. I'll give him an honorable
I think he's
mention.
honorable mention as well.
I'll give him an honorable
I
Maybe
got
not top
Siakam
five.
over Bosh though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me
For
too.
sure.
I
For
put
sure.
Siakam
For sure.
over
For sure.
Bosh.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I feel like you
I
have
might
to
put
kinda.
Fred.
Oh, we're forgetting about Van Vliet.
We are forgetting about Freddie.
Which is why, the Kawhi shit is kind of like
I don't care. It's
Kawhi
still not
didn't
going over Kawhi.
single-handedly give us a championship. We
And
had
that's why-
12
He
guys.
did a lot.
We had 12 guys going out of their mind, and he was the best player out of the.
But
12
also,
players.
that's how I feel about Siakam.
What?
In that
What?
Philly series, it was,
Yeah.
it was basically
The way I
It was
feel-
Kawhi.
The way I feel about Siakam.
in the Milwaukee series.
in the Milwaukee series, he was starting to get a limp a little bit.
Yeah, and Fred
Yeah.
VanVleet played out of it, shot us into games.
The way I feel
Anyways,
about Siakam is how I feel about Van Fleet, where it's
you caught a good run.
you caught a good run, you
Yep.
became an all-star, you did something, but I'm not putting you as
Yeah, they're not
Top
top
five.
5 to me. Either.
Okay.
All right, let's hear
yeah.
yours real quick.
Top 5 is Lowry, Vince.
It gets dicey after this.
Yeah,
He doesn't
and I
wanna say
mean,
Kawhi.
championships do fucking matter. Finals MVPs matter. So yeah, Kawhi,
Okay.
DeRozan,
Mm-hmm.
Siakam.
And then Siakam at the end.
Yeah.
I would have the same list, but
I kind of just have a cultural respect of DeRozan and what you're saying, building that sort of We the North era. We were in the playoffs. He would shit the bed in the playoffs, but he would get us there every single year. We were a perennial team that was one piece away we're one piece away from being a contender. He was
Yeah.
the piece that we gave away.
And you
So it's kind
remember
of like, it's almost like he should get a ring. He was part of it.
If I
Word.
drove you to
For
the
leaving.
Gardner and say I'm in Toronto, all right, you're home.
no. But also, do you
I got
see
you
how
to
many
Toronto, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Driving, okay.
Yeah, then you have to
No,
walk
but I'm
through-
saying
yeah, that's-
you're saying I got you
Yeah.
to the playoffs
Yeah.
and now I disappear. So okay, you want to go home? You live in Toronto. I'm gonna
Right.
drive you to Toronto. Get out on the Gardner.
You're not giving that Uber 5 stars. Yeah.
No.
I hear
But
that.
also, DeRozan,
Okay.
DeRozan was there
in my bag.
with like so many shifts of a team that I don't even know if you could blame him for that. Like they tried to remember when we had like Rudy Gay or Hito
Rudy Gay that bad?
Turkoglu.
Yeah, you're putting
I
putting all the negative things that happened before we won a championship on DeMar DeRozan.
It's-
Like,
it's so
he
funny
wasn't the
because-
only person that didn't play well in the playoffs either. Like it's
He was
not-
supposed to be the leader though. He was supposed to show up and he didn't.
Was he the leader? Kyle Lowry was the leader.
And he was supposed to be the one showing up.
Like, why doesn't Kyle Lowry get any for not
Because Lowry
showing?
actually played well in the playoffs. DeRozan didn't.
Eh,
He played better than DeRozan. Much
The
better
o-
than
the
DeRozan.
only-
20 in the
The only, no.
DeRozan was 38 games, so we're expecting
Man, you
38
guys,
games.
you guys,
We're
you guys do
Torontoing
not
this
watch the
out.
Raptors
We
like
are.
I do.
No, I
We're
watched
Torontoing this out. Let's just wrap it up.
2014-15 was the only bad playoffs for Lowry. Apart from that, he played good in every playoffs.
What was that when we got swept?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
was
when he was like
LeBron
fat.
told-
God
LeBron
awful.
That was when he was fat. Then he lost weight the next year, and then he was
All right, y'all.
He was arguably worse than DeRozan.
Okay.
Thank you guys for joining
say, are
us
we wrapping
on
this
the
up?
Relentless Diaries
We
episode.
said we weren't gonna do 3 hours. Yeah.
Episode 30, whatever this was.
37. If you're gonna close it out properly.
We'll see y'all next week.
No, close it out properly.
World
That's-
peace.
That's what it was.
We're on our world peace.
Love, peace, and chicken grease, y'all.
Mm.
Okay.
Episode 37, baby.
Oh my God.